Bubba the Love Sponge.
Roger. Brace for auditory impact. 10 seconds there. 1, 2. Record on my count.
May I have your attention, please? Bubba decided to take off this week, so this is what we call the best of Bubba.
We're ready to go into fast time if you are.
For all you counter-programmers out there, we know this is recycled material, some or all of which you may not approve. Do us all a favor and save your emails and chat cancer comments. They will just be filed in the Go F*** Yourself department.
Doing a real good show up there, and I think we're proving our point, old buddy.
Thanks for your attention to this matter.
Broadcast rights for the Bubba the Love Sponge show have been granted to this station by the Bubba Radio Network and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this production without the express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
We've lost Lummy.
Lost my neighbor.
He's going to Fort Walton Beach to the, sand and boots deal. He does it every year.
What does he do? He said he was going to be...
He knows the guy who promotes it, okay?
And so he's going to work there?
Yeah, so listen to this, but he'll make $3,000 this weekend.
Oh, wow.
So that's why I let him do it, because I couldn't pay him $3,000, just for
a couple of days
for the weekend. So he knows the guy that puts on this outdoor musical festival country kind of deal.
Uh-huh.
And through the fishing industry, Lummy became friends with this guy. And so the guy was like, listen, I need kind of bigger dudes that super serve my VIP area. And so he is like a barback / security to these. There's a section of this music festival that has like on risers with little tents, and Lummy just makes sure that they got bottle service. And Lummy doesn't have to do it himself. He tells the girls, but like Lummy's like the manager of the VIP section. So Lummy's not schlepping bottles and ice and drinks. Lummy's getting waitresses to do that, but Lummy's in communication with the customer.
Right, there you go.
And he makes, I think he makes anywhere between like $2,500 and $3,500 for the weekend. So, I mean,
good.
If Seth, for instance, needed to take a Friday, Monday off because he was going to a card show, and at that card show, he knew he was going to make $3,000, I would say, listen, bud, take a couple personal days and go make that money.
Okay.
No, like for real.
Well, okay.
But I hope you know that I would do that. Like I hope you know me well enough that I would say absolutely. And you wouldn't take advantage of me, like, have a card show every 3 weeks.
No, I've actually looked into, because Daniel Rose has invited me down to his card show before, and I've thought about going.
I bet you could make some money with it.
You can, and it's only just a Friday, Saturday thing, so there wouldn't have to be any time taken off work. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm just saying you should maybe do that. So listen, our clickbait, and we need to get into, and I don't know a lot. I think maybe Lummy's our super MAGA guy. Maybe Macho Man is familiar with this. Macho Man, are you familiar with what James Comey, the former director of the FBI, supposedly tweeted or said that's got everybody flipped out, including Tulsi Gabbard, who says that James Comey should be fired? Can you give me a backfill on this?
He's saying that he saw this on the beach, these shells in that shape, saying 86 Trump, or his presidential number, and he took a picture of it and he posted it on his Instagram, but he's saying he didn't do it.
But, I mean, okay, even if you didn't do it, if you repost something that's threatening to the president, and you're a guy that, not just, some workout dude like you are from Plant City, but you're a guy that used to be arguably ahead of the most,
It's not a good look, no.
Yeah, I mean, so, and I was always told, man, when you retweet or repost something, it's the same as you saying it with regards to getting in trouble. Back when I was more heavily involved in Twitter and got into wars, I go to our Twitter just to make sure that Lummy and Gary and Macho and Seth are doing it right. Reposting our stuff and stuff like that. But I don't get in there and argue with anybody. I don't get in there and do nothing. I used to, back in the day, probably some of my demise was getting into various Twitter wars and things like that. And it's just like, And so it was explained to me, and this was actually, Seth, through Cox management. No, I'm sorry, Beasley. This was through Beasley's management. So they would get mad because I would retweet. Somebody from the Bubba Army would say something bad about another radio personality that I hate in town, and like really bad things. And I would just retweet it. And then I would say, well, I didn't say it. I just retweeted it. And Beasley quickly reminded me and my agent that retweeting it is the same as you saying it. You're publishing the hate, and you're publishing the message, a bad message about somebody else. So retweets count as yours. Seth, how has it always been explained to you? The same way, or is a retweet not inbounds and not your opinion, and you're okay by it?
A lot of people put on their profile retweets are not endorsements, or it's so people will have that laid out there. But people get in trouble for retweeting certain things.
Right.
But it's up to the employer at that point whether they
you retweet something that's like you said it to.
I agree. I mean, I think it's kind of
like it enough to retweet it.
Right. So, you like it enough to republish it on your Twitter. So regardless if maybe you didn't organically come up with the idea, you're applauding or promoting somebody that came up with an idea enough to publish it on your deal.
Exactly.
So I got two stories with regards to this. I don't think that this is an arrestable offense. I don't think it's a good look. Isn't James Comey one of the ones that were most critical of Trump when Trump took office in 2016? One of the things that I think Trump has said since is that he should have drained the swamp even more and not kept James Comey on. James Comey was not Trump's FBI guy. Trump should have gone in there his first term in 2016 and put his guy in there to be the head of the FBI. I don't know why if you're the president and you can make these changes, which I think you can point anybody anywhere. Long they have to get Senate or House confirmation, but you can. I don't think you're guaranteed. If you're the head of the FBI appointed by, Biden, appointed by Barack or appointed by George W. or whoever the hell you were appointed by, doesn't mean that the new incoming president has to keep you. And as a matter of fact, I'd get rid of everybody for in fear of they're not, especially when you have a political change, when you have a party change. Oh, by the way, Seth, confirmation and Macho Man, I need you to give me a link today. John Morgan, 9:20 Monday morning.
The pot daddy,
and quite frankly, probably the next governor of our state.
Is he going to announce his launch on the show?
We're going to certainly press him hard for it.
We use $20. Happy Friday.
And how is 86 a threat?
86, Gene, in cop terms and in street
CIA
terms and CIA terms, 86 means to kill.
It ain't in biker terms.
Well, in biker terms,
what number is the
when
biker
you 86
one?
somebody, you're done with them, and they're not allowed around.
I know, but do bikers have a
kill number?
Do you guys have a
47
code where if
No.
See, exactly, you don't know. Just keep your mouth shut.
No, he knows, and I'm going to figure it out.
No, he knows.
It's 5.
You won't get it out of him. You will not get it out of him. But
86 don't mean kill somebody.
In the world that you live in, 86 in the biker world, in the 1%er world that you live in, 86 does not mean to kill something.
No, we just
86
done with you.
86, like in the urban world, 86 in the cop world, 86 to 86 or a 186 is usually mean a killing, somebody's been killed, or to kill.
Wow.
Whatever his intent, I will tell you that there is a guy in Georgia who is issuing threats on my life about a month ago, and he's in jail today. He has been indicted with a crime, as he should have been, and he is in jail as we speak. So whatever James Comey intent, he and people like him need to be held to account according to the law, which is...
I know, but just an 86 seashell gimmick I think the guy in Georgia, Tulsi, which, by the way, I'm a huge Tulsi Gabbard fan, so I don't want anybody to think that this is an anti-Tulsi Gabbard deal, because I really wish that Donald would have actually made her the vice president, because that would have assured our first female president would be her. So I'm a huge fan of Tulsi Gabbard.
That girl right there?
Yes, huge fan of hers. She's smart. She's former military. She's a former, was she the governor of Hawaii or a senator or congressperson from Hawaii?
I'm not really sure.
Yeah. So anyway, she's, and then Gene, she flipped. She used to be a Democrat, and she felt as if the Democratic Party has moved so radically left that she flipped parties, and now she's a Republican, and Donald Trump put her on his cabinet. She's like in charge of somewhere. Oh, I'm sorry. She's the director of national intelligence. And so I don't know that seashells post an 86 seashell display.
What is a seashell?
A seashell, like shells at the ocean? A seashell?
Okay, wait.
Gene.
A seashell said 86 Trump?
Yeah. Somebody, you'll see it here in a minute.
Something that he claims to.
The guy from Georgia actually made formidable, threats against her life, I think on various social media platforms. And it was way more forward than showing a seashell design of 8-6. I think it was more like, Dear Tulsi Gabbard, you suck. You're defected out of the Democratic Party. You suck. I'm going to kill you. I'd like to kill you. You should be dead. Now, hold on. Those aren't my words. Those are the words that from some whack job that's currently incarcerated in Georgia made against Tulsi.
Have given his life for and stands by the rule of law. Fantastic. The rule of law says people like him who issue direct threats against the President of the United States, essentially issuing a call to assassinate him, must be held accountable under the law.
Do you believe Comey should be in jail?
I do.
Good.
Any other person with a position of influence.
I still hopefully we can find the artwork or the message, the seashell message at in what we're talking about here.
That he has people who take very seriously what a guy of his stature, his experience, and what the propaganda media.
Now, I do agree with her. If it's, me and G. Lasker at Clearwater Beach and we do an 86 to Trump, 86 to 47, that's just me and dumbass Gene Lasker. But when you're the former director of the FBI, that certainly adds a layer of credibility of being able to potentially instigate some whack job to follow through with this.
Has built him up to be. I'm very concerned for the president's life. We've already seen assassination attempts. I'm very concerned.
Let's be honest, man. We're lucky he didn't get killed. 1/16 of an inch.
Yeah.
1/16 of an inch. And he's not with us today. His
Who knows what we'd be going through right now?
Did you make sure you give that address to the merch crick so she can get those stickers out?
For his life. And James Comey, in my view, should be held accountable and put behind bars for this.
Now, I need
Director Gabbard, thank you so much.
I'm sorry. Seth, see if you can find maybe
into Letitia James over mortgage fraud allegations. The DOJ is probing whether the New York attorney.
That's that. I thought this was, again, ex-FBI Chief Comey, 8647 social media post condemned by White House as an attempt to put a hit on the president. This is deeply concerning to all of us and is being taken seriously, White House spokesperson said. The Secret Service is investigating after ex-FBI Director James Comey posted an Instagram photo of seashells arranged to show the numbers 8647, a message White House officials swiftly condemned as an attempt to put a hit on the 47th president. Comey later deleted the post after an online backlash from government officials, lawmakers, and the president's son. Trump has now faced 2 assassinations attempts in the past year, one of which resulted in him being shot by a bystander and being killed. The post included the alleged hit, showed the numbers in question etched into the sand at a beach using seashells. Cool shell formation on my beach walk, Comey captioned.
It's in your inbox.
Okay,
or
thank
your IM.
Okay, thank you. While to some, thank you for that. To some people, the numbers may appear, innocuous. 86 is frequently used as a call sign for murdering or getting rid of somebody, while 47 has been interpreted as denoting the 47th president of the United States. After the backlash on social media over the post, including from at least one lawmaker who called for Comey to be arrested, the ex-FBI chief deleted the Instagram post and posted a message addressing it, saying, "I posted earlier a picture of some seashells I saw today on a beach walk, which I assumed were a political message." The subsequent post from Comey said, "I didn't realize some folks associate those numbers with violence. It never occurred to me, but I oppose any kind of violence of any kind, so I took it down." So I'm not gonna.
How did he make it political when he was just a bunch of seashells saying 86-46?
Well, because it is because it is. I mean, 86-47. That can only mean one thing. I mean, everybody knows what it means.
If it was a biker, that means just,
And here's the deal.
Get Trump out of office.
Like, here's the deal. Everybody, I mean, most people other than James Comey would have the right to post that. Now, is it cool? No. Is it potentially maybe wanting people to engage into something that could potentially hurt our president? Maybe. Get some nut jobs that say, oh my God, I was looking at this artwork and it just gave me the inspiration to try to go assassinate the president. I just think that in today's age, when you stand behind the First Amendment, that you got to have a little bit more forward thinking than what you're doing in this particular situation. And if you're just the average citizen, it's probably not nearly as big of a deal as being the ex-FBI director.
Is this the equivalent of posting like red rum and then a picture of Donald Trump or something? I mean, I'm trying to... I didn't know what the numbers meant at all. I just knew you 86 tomatoes at the restaurant.
So, like, what about this? Like, remember the trouble that Kathy Griffin got into when she had the Trump head severed?
Yeah,
and she held it.
That's a little different than this.
It's way different, but it's both protected under the First Amendment. And she got basically blackballed and canceled for the rest of her life for it. And she's not anybody of any type of former government
FBI director.
I mean, like, she's just a comedian. And so, yeah, this isn't as severe as, having a beheading, the beheading photo of Kathy Griffin. But what this comes from a far more formidable person a former government. Well, listen, was the head of the FBI, which is one of the most powerful positions. I mean, I think the FBI and the CIA are the two highest law agencies in the land, with no jurisdiction guidelines. Anyway, I mean, the FBI. I mean, Gene, probably the one agency that scares bikers the most isn't Pinellas County Sheriff's Department. It's the FBI.
Yeah, the feds.
I mean, the feds. And so, the former head of the FBI posting something like this he doesn't need to be arrested. It's not criminal, but it ain't a good look. It's not. It's not a good look at all. Hello, who's this?
LH.
Hey, LH, how are you, my friend?
I'm good. Hey, Bubba, let me get y'all speaker. How y'all doing?
Good, LH. How are you?
I'm fine. I just wanted to call in because I'm listening to the show right now. Gene, right on the 86. Would I go by? Because it started in 1980. When they 86'd you, that means you got kicked out the club. You can't come back. You've been blackballed.
Yeah.
That's
you can't
86.
go to our bars. You can't go anywhere we go.
Right. You can't come around us no more. You've been 86.
Yeah. It don't mean nothing about
murder. A murder is a 187. 86
I didn't know that.
86 means you banned.
That's it.
187 is murder.
So
you know what I'm saying?
I think Snoop Dogg sang about it, didn't he?
Trump, No, they got it backwards. They saying ban Trump.
Yeah, ban Trump.
They
Get
saying
rid of him.
86.
So they're
47.
saying you're saying that the
That means
media
ban him, not kill him.
The media don't know
So
what they're
you're
talking
saying
about.
that the media has misinterpreted this altogether because 80.
You're right. They got the 86 backwards.
86.
Like Gene say, that means you can't come around here no more.
So they're
You
just
86.
So they're not
They
saying
86, 47. They ain't saying 187.
That's right. Get rid of Trump.
Yeah, I think
Exactly.
I think LH
Ban
is
him.
I think LH is right. I think
That's
LH is
all I
right.
want to say.
Oh, we had to get the black man in here to make sure that the white guy was right.
Hey, the black man knows.
Man, I'm listening to the show.
The
I
black
told you.
man.
I know, and I know you know what you're talking
the-
about because that's what and I try to explain this to them, and they don't listen to me though.
The black man knows
Exactly.
more about the street cred than we do, and it took him to set us straight. And LH, for that, I thank you, my friend.
Hey, you're welcome, man. You know I be listening, Bubba.
Hey, what do you
Y'all
think
have a
about
great
what
day,
we're doing
man.
for SAP?
What do you think about what I'm doing for SAP?
You want me to comment on that?
Yeah.
Whites for Warren.
Might not make it. You know what? I got one thing. Y'all worried about him getting kicked out and going to jail. Man, he wear them shirts up in there. What's going to happen when he leaves? If they kick him out, them good old boys out there, he ain't going to make it back the time.
Oh, hell, he won't.
Now, y'all ain't worried about that. That's what Gene trying to say.
That's what I'm
Man,
trying to
you
say.
better be careful.
Them Okeechobee guys, they're
helicopter ready.
them Okeechobee boys, they're kind of
Hey,
backwards.
LH said you better have a
Man, he ain't
helicopter
gonna
ready.
Make it out of Okeechobee. Forget about going to jail. He got to get back
LA's
here.
telling there's big alligators down there.
Yeah.
There it is.
But hold on. Don't you find it admirable
Yes, sir.
that I'm trying to stick up for a brother that did nothing wrong?
For Sap, I like the way he was speaking because I didn't know Sap was that smart.
Oh, he's smart.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I never knew Sap. I just knew him from Miami, Hurricanes, and the Bucks. But he is a big mouth, and he got off like you getting props.
Yeah, but hold on.
like
He
Gene
hold on.
say,
He is.
Sap is a-
Hold on now. Hold on, LH. He is a big mouth, but you can be a big mouth. Like, if long as you're staying safe distance away from a police officer,
Right, get all that.
You
I
can
get
do
all that.
You can do all that. He was the only African American guy in the entire group, and they targeted him for that reason.
But this is what I'm saying. You said that shirt.
Yeah.
Sap did a good job for that. I wanted to go to Okeechobee with 7 shirts with whites for Sap.
Whites for
I
Warren.
mean, whites
for Warren.
Whites for Warren. Them shirts gonna be in that pond, like you say, them alligators. Ain't none of them shirts gonna make it back to Tampa. I'm telling you that.
You're saying
Don't send that man down. And then
you're
Charlie
saying on the
LH, don't worry about it. Alaska ain't going.
on the street level, we're going to have some problems getting our boys back out of that county with those shirts on.
Self want to tell it, but he don't want to. Self see it coming. They ain't gonna make it bite. Don't send him down there, trust me.
I was trying to give Tuttle a little leeway to possibly get out of it, but
No, you keep trying.
Yeah, but I got to
before
tell you,
they
LH,
say,
hey, LH, I'm in the good radio business, and tell me how good a radio that would be if we got a call from, it's Tuttle, and I am currently incarcerated in the Okeechobee police because of my wife.
Throw me out
he gonna wish he was incarcerated. He ain't gonna be calling you.
He gonna
They
get
gonna
knocked
be
out of the car
calling you.
in a lake somewhere.
Hey, right.
In a pond.
His head gonna be bust somewhere, and somebody else gonna be calling you. Come get this. You know what I'm saying?
So his head's going to be in one part of the county, and his body's going to be in the other?
And none of them shirts gonna be on their back. I'm telling you, them 7 shirts gonna be MIA.
oh man,
I
don't
promise.
kill Tuttle.
Well, if he's got to go, if going for the show is great.
Yeah.
I'm going to text him that right now.
Anyway, LH.
Yeah, y'all, you right about that. That's gonna pop. Like Gene say, man, you gonna get a lot of pops on that.
Yes, you are.
But you gotta hope your homeboy make it bite to see him.
Yeah. But I mean,
They gon' once they kick him out they get him out of here. Like Lummy say, get him out of here. They throw him out there to the wolves. They ain't taking him to jail. Them boys out there waiting.
Well, we got cameras
when
rolling.
them white
We
shirts
got
come out that door.
black shirts with white writing. LH, I got to go, my
They
friend.
know the exact target.
Love you, my friend, my brother. Appreciate you.
Take it easy.
LH has got it, man. He's like our street level reporter.
He knew exactly what that meant. A child knows what that meant. If you're the FBI director and you don't know what that meant assassination.
But
no, it don't.
Hold on.
I believe in gangster talk. It's a hit.
It's usually a 187 or a 186. Here. Good morning, Alexa. Alexa, good morning. You got to say it both ways.
Good morning. And happy birthday to the Oscar, which was presented at the inaugural Academy Awards on this day in 1929. The ceremony lasted just 15 minutes. I guess back then they had a lot fewer people to thank.
Yeah. Hey, Alexa, what does 86 mean?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, 86 is a term used in restaurants. It describes when a menu item is sold out and it is no longer available.
Hey, Alexa, what does 186 mean?
According to Wikipedia, 186 is the natural number following 185 and preceding 187. There is no integer with exactly 186 coprimes less than it.
She's a liberal,
186
Bubba.
is a non-totient.
Alexa, what does 187 mean?
According to Wikipedia, Section 187 of the California Penal Code defines the crime of murder.
There you go.
The number is commonly pronounced by reading the digits separately as 187 or 187 rather than 187.
So LH was right. LH was right. They're off. 86 means just to cancel.
Right. Do away with it and blackball.
It's not available. So she gave two different meanings, and it was exactly what LH said. To 86 means to cancel. It's not available. We ran out of it. Get rid of it.
You're not allowed around. You're not allowed to be with anybody.
A lot of times they'll say in the corporate world, 86 that, which means throw it in the trash. It's over.
Don't speak about it. Don't talk to
Or
them.
we're going to 86 that idea. Seth, that was a great idea, but I think we're going to 86 it.
That sucks.
But that's the way 86. So like, it didn't mean 8647. If we're going to be intellectually honest and not embellish this more and make this a bigger story than it really is not, 8647 means to cancel or blackball Donald Trump. It does not mean to kill. On the street level, a 187, in fact, Snoop Dogg, saying it with a 187 with the gack in your mouth. And 187 on the streets means to murder or kill. 187. But not 86. 86 means to cancel, stop, throw away, not available. So for James Comey, the ex-FBI director, to first of all, the media has kind of made it, has wrongfully reported it. And Donald Trump is wrong in his interpretation
of believing what it is.
Of what it is. And somebody should say, Donald, 86 means to cancel, blackball, it's not available. That's what 86 means. 187 now on the streets means to murder or eliminate. Now, if it was 187/47, this would be the message that you're trying to make it. But it's not. It's 86. 86 means just to cancel. I think the former FBI director who hates you, who you hate, he hates you, you hate him. I don't think it's a problem for him to say he wants you canceled. Now, if the message was 187/47, now that kind of goes along the lines of what they're trying to make this out to be. You know what, Gene, leave it to LH, my homie on the streets, to really set everybody straight, because nobody's reporting this like that. Everybody is reporting this and sucking Donald's D by saying, oh, my God, the former FBI guy wants him dead. No, the former FBI guy saw a seashell decoration on the beach that he didn't do, but somebody else did, that said 86/47. That means to cancel Trump, blackball him, throw him away, stop. It does not mean to kill.
Nope.
That's a 187. But they're trying to make it to get everybody riled up and make Trump look like Trump. Listen, Trump is doing a pretty damn good job. The tariffs are coming down. I like his immigration policy. He doesn't need to make something he doesn't need to embellish this for what it's not. You know what he should say? I don't care what James Comey puts on the beach. That just shows you how much time he has on his hands and how bored he is as he's taking pictures of seashell designs. And he doesn't even have it right. If he really wanted me dead, it would be 187. He's so stupid. Why not? Instead, Trump's trying to be a victim here. I think the public would digest Trump turning this around on Comey and not oh my God, he should be fired. Can you believe this is inappropriate because he wants me dead? But almost turning it around like in a reverse zombie dog kind of deal by saying, how pathetic is that dude that he rolls around taking pictures of? I have that much real estate in James Comey's head that he's even taken seashell designs trying to direct it towards me.
I just don't
what a loser.
I don't think we should take any chances just with any numbers that are on the beach that would happen to do with anything happening to the president.
Agreed.
I think you're just playing it a little too close. And this whole thing, I didn't know what I did or whatever, that's been used on social media since the MySpace days. Nobody believes that. I just want to know what was going through his head when he hit post. What did he think was going to happen?
Right. I wish they would report it like you said. We don't need people rolling around doing this nonsense. But it's not to murder.
He knew exactly what that meant. A child knows what that meant.
No. LH knows what that means. You guys got it all wrong.
Can I be a spokesperson for Dan?
Yes.
So he's smart enough to know Comey not to do the 187 because obviously legally he'd be screwed. And how is the only way you're going to cancel a president?
86.
Bang.
You're the FBI.
So he knows he can't put kill, so the next best thing is to put cancel.
Yes.
Director, and you don't know what that meant. That meant assassination.
No, it doesn't. It means to get rid of you.
And it says it loud and clear. Now, he wasn't very competent, but he was competent enough to know what that meant. And he did it for a reason, and he was hit so hard. Because people like me, and they like what's happening with our country. Our country has become respected again, and all this. And he's calling for the assassination of the president.
Obviously, he apologized and said he wasn't calling for violence. But
look, he's a very bad.
What do you want to see happen? What do you want to see happen?
I don't want to take a position on it because that's going to be up to Pam and all of the great people. But I will say this: I think
it's going to be up to Pam. But Seth, don't think he ain't on the phone with Pammy Bondi saying, "Lay the bricks to this guy," right? Or little Rubio, little Marco.
Yeah,
he's gonna get Marco'd Pam real fast.
I don't know how he could escape totally unscathed.
Right.
It's a terrible thing. And when you add his history to that, if he had a clean history, he doesn't. He's a dirty cop. He's a dirty cop. And if he had a clean history, I could understand if there was a leniency. But I'm going to let them make that decision.
I just think Trump should lean into it like Seth and just be like, man, he knows he shouldn't be doing that. We know what that means. That's not, that's probably not cool.
Nothing cool about it.
Trump should go on the beach and type in 6969 or right.
If you love that segment, then check out BubbaArmyHQ.com and do a deep dive on past shows. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be right back.
Hey, what's going on? It is Seth, and we are definitely having fun or sleeping, so enjoy the best of Bubba.
I don't know, maybe your tread depth is getting dangerously low, and you actually know how to look at the wear bars, the tread wear bars on your tires. Maybe you got 30, 40, 50, about 35 to 40,000 miles on a set of tires, and you need to be getting new ones. And that was my case, Lummy. I actually got a bubble in one of my tires, and it felt like I threw a wheel weight. So I went to my buddy Terry from Preferred Automotive, and he starts giving me all these tire quotes, and it was the quotes were his cost. He wasn't making much money on them, but they were like these no-name tires I didn't really heard of. He's like, this one's a real good one. I'm like, well, I never heard of that. So I just reached out to my boy Stan Chen, Toyo Tires, Toyo Tires, TIRES, toyotires.com, which are some of the baddest ass tires. Not only do they make racing tires, but they make and their tire finder, or their vehicle search portal that they have on Toyo Tires is second to none. They can ship them right to your door. They're the best. I'm getting some badass. I think they're called the Proxies ST3s for my Ford F-150.
I drift race on the weekends, and I rely on Toyo for mine.
Do?
Yeah.
Yeah. You look like quite the Formula D, highest end drifting.
Yep.
Yeah. With a Toyo sponsorship.
Yeah.
Right.
My vehicle is called Loose Rear.
That's pretty cool. They do a trial on it too, 500-mile or 45-day trial.
Yeah, you for real. Toyo Tires, 500 miles or 45 days. If you don't like them, they're just not your jam.
That's pretty cool.
Send them back.
If you ain't drifting, you best be shifting. That's what I always say.
toyotires.com, my boy Stan Chin. I cannot be any more thankful. Thank you, my friend. All right, Brian. So without further ado, do we have a wink?
Yeah.
Do we have a Wink Martindale? Do we have a Wink Martindale positioning statement? I don't know that we do.
An intro?
I don't know that we do. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to play the weekly game hosted by none other than
Twink
Martin.
Twink Fartindale.
Twink. No, let's not put, you're already a twink. Let's not put you a farter.
Well, thank you, Bubba. I love the respect you have for me.
More than you know.
You won't let me job myself out. Double job, just a single job.
More than you know, my friend.
Should we keep this low budget, Bubba? No intro, no props. We just go old fashioned, use our voices and hands.
Just use spit.
Well, good, because there's no prizes today, so
right.
we're going super low budget.
Fantastic.
God.
All right, so let's just. You know what? I kind of agree, Seth, in the fact that let's go low budget on this deal and just have
no reason to prop it up.
Yeah, no reason to make it better than it could be. Exactly.
Really
Today's game is
sound effects ready to go.
Celebrity 2 Truths 1 Lie, brought to you by Mr. Chin at Toyo Tires. Take one on the chin from Mr. Chin.
Perfect. Better known as Stan.
Yeah,
Chin.
Stan.
That's where I get my rubbers. Only have one kid. Anyways, Twink Martindale here. Today's game, Celebrity 2 Truths 1 Lie. The contestants will be charged with guessing which one is the lie.
Prize nothing.
The prize is TBD.
Oh.
Prize is just pure gamesmanship of being able to say that I won.
Bragging rights, baby. That's
Lummy,
what we
I think
play
you
for
have.
here.
I think I've won 2.
No, you've won 4.
I've won 4?
Yes.
Wow. Seth has won 1.
Yes.
And that's it.
And Lummy won
Lummy
1.
won 1.
Oh.
Lummy won the very first game. Who knows their football team best? That was when I tailored the questions for each of you.
4. We got the 60s game show bad.
4, 1. Yeah, I got
the match game?
Yeah, but this is probably all copyrighted too.
This is the royalty-free one, I
That
bet.
sounds royalty-free to me. Sounds
I'm
like
the closest that hip-hop is
this
getting
is the
to
game,
God.
that one game.
Oh, that was the other game. Yeah, the Kanye. Kanye or
be the
ChatGPT?
Okay, let's go.
All
I would
right.
drop a new album right now.
All right, here we go.
First one, Dennis Rodman.
Now, hold on. Are we all together at the same time?
Yeah, you're going to hold up your fingers.
All right,
1, 2, or 3.
Now, are you keeping score?
Yes.
Okay.
So pick out the lie. Number 1, he's good friends with Kim Jong-un. Number 2, he has 28 siblings. Number 3, he has 28 kids. Hold up your fingers high so I can see them.
Which ones are the lie?
Which one's the lie?
Oh, wait.
I'm
sorry. What was the last one?
Number
He has
1,
28.
good 20. Number 2, good 28 siblings.
Okay.
Number 3, 28 kids.
What's the lie? Okay.
The lie? You all got it. I need to do a better job of lying. He does have 28 kids.
28 siblings.
No, he has 28 siblings, not 28 kids.
You don't even know
That's
how to play
a lot
the
of siblings, man.
Yes, that
Yeah,
is.
well, I mean, his dad and his mom were
That's more than a baseball active roster.
Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Well, there's a guy in Tampa, Papa Love. I think he has over 50.
All right, here we go. Tied up at 1.
Number 2, Diddy. He, prior to becoming famous, he worked as a bathroom attendant at a strip club. Or number 2, worked as a doorman at a Marriott. Or number 3, was a Catholic altar boy.
Damn.
1, 2, or 3.
That's good.
Yeah.
We got 2 1s and a 2. So Bubba says he worked as a doorman as a Marriott is a lie. The lie is he worked as a bathroom attendant at a strip club. So Lummy and Seth with the point, jumping out to the early lead. But there's 7 questions in total. There's time to make up ground.
He would have been arrested 45 years ago if that first one was true.
You're right.
Well, now everything's starting to make sense that I know number 3 is true.
Here we go.
He was a Catholic altar boy.
Got to keep this moving along.
Okay, Tom Hanks. Number 1, he has an asteroid named after him. Number 2, he has diabetes. Number 3, his films have grossed over $200 billion worldwide.
Damn it to hell.
1, 2, or 3. Bubba's locking in with number 2. Seth with number 3. Lummy with number 2. So Seth's got it. His films have only grossed over $10 billion, not $200 billion. He does have type 2 diabetes.
Yes, he does.
And he has an asteroid named after him. So Seth
is
dominating right now.
And he's got a son named Chet.
Number 4,
Thanks.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh,
I hate her.
Whoopi Goldberg. Well, your hate for her doesn't change the fact that she's a celebrity.
She smokes Newports.
Got her name because she would regularly fart during her early comedy sets. Number 1. Number 2, was engaged to Eddie Murphy. Number 3, has a net worth of $30 million. Seth says 1, Bubba says 1, Lummy says 2, and the point goes to Lummy. She was never engaged to Eddie Murphy, but she did get her name because she would fart regularly on stage during her comedy sets.
Use a whoopee cushion.
They called her, whoopee cushion. There you go.
That's troubling.
So current standings, Seth 3, Lummy 3, Bubba 1. Bubba's struggling today.
Mm-hmm.
Sydney Sweeney. Very attractive young lady. Face is meh, but whatever. Number 1.
God, dude.
Wait, Twink Martindale has opinions. Number 1, her bra size is 34 double D.
Oh, yeah.
Number 2, she worked in an auto body shop. Number 3, she signed a new talent contract with Black.com before she became famous.
Is that true?
Which is a lie.
Put your
She worked
fingers
in an
up.
auto body shop, or she has a contract with Black.com.
Put your numbers up.
Was Black Raw?
Lummy says 3. Seth says 3, and Bubba said 2. And she didn't work in an auto body shop. She's actually very heavy into auto body repair and vehicle.
So who wins?
Seth and Lummy get the point. She did not have a new talent contract with Black.com. Interestingly, Sydney Sweeney, if you're interested in buying 2 T-Birds to restore, contact show@btls.com.
I don't think Bubba knows Sydney Sweeney, but I think he would be quite...
I'm best friends with her.
Yeah. Let's move on, please.
Number 6, Bill Murray. Bill Murray. Number 1, he was arrested for trafficking drugs. Number 2, he turned down the role of Forrest Gump. Number 3, he was drafted out of high school by the Chicago Cubs. Which is the lie about Bill Murray?
Wow. That's strong.
Which is the lie?
Everybody put your fingers up.
Seth and Bubba say he got arrested for trafficking drugs is a lie. Lummy said he turned down the role of Forrest Gump is a lie. The lie is that he was drafted out of high school by the Chicago Cubs. He got busted with 9 pounds of weed through O'Hare Airport. Got 5 years of probation. And he did turn down the role of Forrest Gump. So Tom Hanks thanks him.
Continue on.
Last one.
Well, I'm out of
but you should still try, Bubba.
I will.
Elvis Presley. You say you know a lot about him, Bubba. Number 1, he was actually blonde. Number 2, had an affair with Liz Taylor. Number 3, never wrote a song in his life. Which is the lie?
Oh, man.
Come on,
We all say 3? He never wrote a song? The lie is he had an affair with Liz Taylor.
Jesus.
Not only did Elvis not write a song, he could not read music. Never wrote a single song. Always used somebody else's his entire career. Wow. We got to go with a tiebreaker here between Lummy and Seth for the win.
Oh, Brian's got to make this up on the spot.
Give me a second here. I've got to open up the tiebreaker envelope, and it's very tightly packed. I need you guys to guess what Charlie Sheen's current net worth is estimated at.
By the way, Lummy, Mike Thurman, $50.
Thank you, Mike Thurman.
Not too far off, Mike Thurman. No, I'm joking.
He wants us to play the new 4G Auto Blows.
Yeah, he said, yeah. Okay.
Write down your answer so there's no cheating here. What is Charlie Sheen's estimated net worth currently?
Oh, man, this has got to be...
Gonna write them down and show the camera.
What says Bubba's worth?
Well, just write it down, and then I'll take you at your word that you're telling the truth when I ask you.
Says
what
I'm
it
worth
is.
$5 million.
Oh, wait, sorry.
Says I'm worth $5 million.
5, okay.
Which I could possibly.
All right, Seth, we'll go to you.
camera.
What'd you write?
$15 million.
15 mil. Lummy?
$55 million.
He's currently worth about $3 million. Seth wins.
Seth wins.
Seth wins another one. He's on a goddamn winning streak.
Good job, Seth.
At his peak, his was $150 million.
I thought you were still getting residuals.
Don't know, man. They say $3 million.
And so congratulations to Seth. He's on a 2-game winning streak. It's 4 to Bubba, 2 to Seth, and 1 to Lummy with regards to Twink Martindale's games of wins, 4, 2, and 1. Wanted to share this little bit of road rage footage with you prior going to words.
Oh, is this the minivan one?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen this? Has anybody seen this?
I have.
Brian, have you seen this?
Road rage?
Yeah, watch this. Oh, man.
Watching.
I wonder what Brian could do with this case.
Oh, yeah. The motorcycle?
Yeah.
Freaking crazy. Attempted homicide, I think.
Whoa. Yeah, I mean, like, listen, motorcycle, a lot of people that drive motorcycles are kind of dicks. And maybe the car cut him off and the guy's kind of mad at him and stuff. But, man, you can't, Brian could potentially, I don't know, you're not a legal guy, but you could probably put together, this could be maybe attempted vehicular manslaughter.
They didn't charge him with that initially. They charged him with 3 different things, like aggravated assault with a weapon and a couple other things, but they did not charge him with attempted murder or anything like that.
It was a guy driving? The minivan?
Come on. Yeah.
Did the guy in the motorcycle die? Oh, he didn't die, right?
It was actually an Asian woman driving the van, but
so what happened?
I'm joking.
What are the injuries?
He was in critical condition, but he's going to recover. I don't know the full extent.
Speaking of, sure
you can't do that?
You can't. No, that's not allowed.
Lummy, will you send me the picture of Gene Lasker? Did you already?
Yeah, I sent it to your messenger.
Lasker might not make it tomorrow because he had carpal tunnel syndrome. Carpal tunnel surgery. And this is Gene's hand.
I was back next day,
and he's
Bubba.
like, I'm not feeling too good. Maybe he's on painkillers. Maybe they're upsetting his stomach. He's like, I don't know if I'm going to make it in on Friday.
You know what he says? I look like Seth's people try to put me up on a cross.
My doctor didn't give me pain pills.
Your doctor didn't give you pain pills?
No, so I had to suffer through the pain.
And by the way, he was blaming me of killing Jesus when we were at the baseball game the other night. So this is something that's been on his mind. Yeah, this is something that's been on his mind.
I didn't blame you. I said no. Let's tell the whole truth. I said, you said you don't believe in Jesus, and I said no. I believe he existed and he was a historic person, and that he was murdered by the Jewish people.
Yeah,
that's all historically, factually accurate. What did I say that was incorrect?
Nothing. It just hurts.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You're going to pay reparations to the Christians?
Whatever they want.
When I'm abhorring or lamenting the state of affairs within the Democratic Party, I'm basically talking about what they were focusing on. They may be doing things on the state and local level and may deserve an abundance of credit for it, but that's not the message that we were receiving. And you know why we weren't receiving that message? Because they didn't think they could sell it to us. They didn't think that that would be good enough. They wanted to make sure, we're going to point to racism. We're going to guilt you into voting for us. We're not going to talk about the things that that we're doing positively. We're going to talk about what the other side is doing negatively to engage in fear-mongering to help you, through fear factor, go our way instead of theirs. And it didn't work this time. And to be quite honest with you, even though I might not like some of the things I'm seeing from the Trump administration thus far, the bottom line is I'm glad it didn't work, because I think for the longest time, black Americans have played the role of suckers to the Democratic Party. They've guilted us into voting for them, making us feel as if we're going to be ostracized, creating division within our own communities or what have you to get our vote, instead of saying to us, hey, this is what we will do for you, and it will work better than what they're offering.
I really like what Stephen A. has been slinging lately. Just saying, my opinion. Let me go to words. I'll have Taylor Roberts on next. He's the lead singer of Riding with Killers, a rock band out of Detroit. It's part of our ongoing unsigned band review series. Lummy, do you have others in the hopper? Like, are you running 2 or 3 deep, or is it still week to week?
I right now I just have one extra one out in the hopper.
So you got one in the hopper.
Yeah, I got a couple people that have reached out, just waiting on them to get me their stuff.
Macho, don't forget to occasionally throughout the week always play the solicitation, the AI solicitation of the unsigned band review, so that Lummy can always constantly have people being reminded that if you're part of an unsigned band review, we will review you.
Yes, and it does help.
It does. The positioning statements help. Taylor Roberts live via Zoom, representing the Riding with Killers, his rock band out of Detroit. Next.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com.
Right now.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
Now, back to the best of Bubba. If you haven't noticed we left, then please disregard this message. Broadcasting live from the Aquabito Studios, aquabito.com/Bubba. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Lummy, I'm gonna go ahead and list, maybe tonight, monitor Bubba Army merch, Bubba Army store, Bubba Army shop. I'm going to get that mystery box up. I'm going to get that $50 mystery box up today. And then I'm also going to take my first, I might sell them in increments of 10, my first 10 pieces of Bubba previously worn by me, ranging anywhere from XL to 4X clothes, from tracksuits to, designer. I got like when I was real thin, I got like those $300 or $400 dress shirts, not like the blouses that Brian wears, but like the really, really badass dress with the stiff cuff lift, the stiff cuffs. I got, that were like $350 a shirt. I got a bunch of those that I'd sell for like $25-$30.
Wow, those are expensive too.
And then so Brian, you're saying I should sell some of my, I got an autographed Zonk. I got an autographed Larry's. Here's what just off the top of my mind, I got an autographed Larry Zonk. I got an autographed Dan Marino. I got an autographed Mike Allstott. I got an autographed Charles Woodson. I got 2 or 3 autographed Brett Favre's. I got oh my God, I got an autographed Dick Butkus that says Dick Butkus Hall of Fame. Whatever the hell it is. I got a bunch of helmets.
All your guitars?
I got a David Wells, Don Larson, David Cohn baseball.
That's a weird combination. Why are the 3 of them on the same ball?
Well, because Larson was, I think they all threw
perfect games.
They all threw perfect games.
Oh, really? David Cohn did?
Yeah, David Cohn.
With the Yankees, didn't he?
Yeah. I got a David Wells.
That's pretty cool.
David Cohn, Larson ball signed by all 3 Yankees. Then they have the date that they pitched their perfect game. Lummy, that could be worth probably a lot of money.
Probably definitely.
Brian, what do you think about that? I mean,
yeah. Are any of them dead yet?
No, not yet.
I'd probably wait for one of them to die.
I got a couple Muhammad Ali gloves. I got just a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna unload
helmets. You got guitars.
I got helmets. But you know what? I'm not selling my guitars.
Why?
Why? Because they're just
what joy do they bring you? You don't play the guitar, right?
They're great for decor.
Oh, you just like them for his decoration pieces?
Yeah.
What if we
hold on. Let me stop you first. I'm not in sports.
Right.
So to display my sports stuff is just a fan. But I'm in the entertainment, rock and roll, and I'm in that business. So over the years, it's been a labor of love for every major band that I've ever had in the studio or got to interview or met backstage. I've always got not always, but more often than not, got a autographed guitar. I got Metallica, AC/DC, Aerosmith, Creed, Three Doors Down, Meatloaf, Loverboy, Stone Temple Pilots, Green Day, B.B. King, Henry Rollins, Candlebox, Michael Bolton,
Marilyn Manson,
Slash, Poison, Peter Frampton, Bob Seger, like that's the industry.
Miley Ray Cyrus.
No, but that's the industry that I'm in, Brian. So like when I had my big mansion, I had them all displayed when you were walking up upstairs. You know how people in the radio industry or music industry sometimes, and I have golden and platinum record, RIAA, platinum record awards as well. So that's kind of that's the industry that I'm in, and those look good displayed. You can go to any sports bar and find a Larry Zonka jersey. You can't go. There's not a lot of places outside of the Hard Rock that you're going to be able to find as an extensive of a guitar collection as mine. Would you guys at least agree on that?
Yes.
I mean,
yeah.
So that, if I ever do get a new place, Lummy, which I'd love to one of these days, that would be the main decor of my home, would be kind of a rock and roll theme. So I'm not selling my. Listen, if I start selling my guitars, then you know that the end is near.
The end of what? The show?
Just everything. The IRS finally has won. I'm almost out of business. So, and I'm not selling all this stuff, the cream machine, the pool table, the poker table, my old clothes. I'm not selling all this because I have.
Night with merch group.
I'm not selling all of that because, times are that desperate. I'm selling it because I don't need it. And I'm trying to declutter and de-hoard, if you will. Not that I'm a big hoarder, but I have way too much stuff that I need to get rid of. And by the way, the IRS does. They can look at my guitars all they want. The IRS, those guitars are owned by the Bubba Radio Network. They're not owned by me personally. Don't think I haven't done the necessary paperwork, but I appreciate you, Pippi Shortstroke, and trying to be an asshole. But I'm well ahead of you. Appreciate it.
I think maybe they were just saying, hey, watch out what you're saying. I don't know that they're trying to be jerks about it.
I wouldn't be saying it if I hadn't
vetted it. Yeah.
If I hadn't done necessary steps to ensure that those are owned by my corporation, not me personally. Which would make sense, right? I mean, that's not a stretch, is it, Brian? For the Bubba Radio Network to own those and not me personally.
Yeah.
Most of them were signed while I was on the air under the Bubba Radio Network umbrella.
All of them probably were.
Yeah.
I don't think any of them were obtained personally by you.
No.
Well, we broke the story early yesterday morning that Tory Lanez was attacked around 7:20.
This is the rapper that shot Cardi B in the foot. They were at a pool party, and he's like, dance, bitch. And she was like, I ain't dancing. And he got out his gun and shot her in the foot. Now, that's a pretty strong play.
That's a Yosemite Sam move.
Yeah, it is. You rudeness, tootness.
Was attacked around.
So he's in prison for this, and he got stabbed, what are they saying, 12 times?
Over 12.
I thought it was 14 times.
Is he dead?
No, he's hanging out in the
7:20 a.m. in the California State Prison where he is serving 10 years for the Megan Thee Stallion shooting. We knew that he'd been rushed to a hospital, but it was sketchy for most of the day as to what exactly his status was, what condition was he in. Well, we got the details late yesterday. He was stabbed at least 14 times. 7 wounds to his back, 4 to his torso, 2 to the back of his head, and 1 to the left side of his face.
Oh my God, this is worse.
Both of his lungs collapsed, and he was placed on a breathing apparatus. Late yesterday, he was breathing on his own. So that
I see a lot of prison movies, a lot of prison stuff. In order to do this type of thing, it's got to be highly coordinated. Doesn't it?
Yep.
It's got to be high. This isn't just one dude. It's usually 4 or 5 dudes, and it's highly coordinated.
Yeah.
Is clearly
how they get the shank. Sometimes they have to make the shank or steal the shank out of the kitchen or something, and it's a highly organized deal for somebody to get shanked in prison. Not just a single shank from one dude, but multiple.
Don't they use a lot of times like toothbrushes? Right?
They'll use toothbrushes.
Yeah. They file down the toothbrush and make it into a sharp point.
Yep. I think a lot of prisons stopped using box springs. Springs on the bed. I think a lot of because
they were stacking them up and jumping over the fence.
Because prisoners would get one of those springs and disconnect it and then start whittling it down to be something that could be very dangerous.
But way more than I thought.
It tells you exactly how violent this was, and whoever the inmate who's responsible for this, you'd have to assume they were attempting.
Inmate. How about inmates?
To kill him. They wanted to kill him.
This is one of those but for the grace of God things.
Right.
Yeah, no, you stab somebody 14 times because you want them to have a nice easy recovery.
Right.
Yeah, definitely not trying to kill them. Just send a message.
Here, we're going to start scratching the Derek Chauvin deal. Lummy, here's our first story to talk about it.
Back here, Sue, live now from Fox. I'm Andrew Kraft. Let's keep it moving with more of these top headlines. Our next one takes us to the Twin Cities. Live picture there over Minneapolis, Minnesota. Take a look. All right, so we are learning a little more as we approach the final.
I was watching some stuff on YouTube yesterday where Minneapolis downtown proper, is like a ghost town.
Why do we need this overhead shot, though?
Yeah, exactly.
Is they doing a weather report on the Twin Cities? It just doesn't make a lot of sense.
No, it doesn't. Most of TV doesn't. But what I'm saying is, I've been told that, downtown, the metropolis of Minneapolis, Twin Cities, it's a ghost town. It's an absolute ghost town. People have abandoned and left that place.
5-year mark since the murder of George Floyd.
5 years. Has it been 5 years?
It has.
It was May the 25th. 2020. And as that anniversary approaches, there is speculation, especially there within the Twin Cities, that President Trump may issue a federal pardon for Derek Chauvin, the police officer accused and convicted in his connection with Floyd's murder here.
Let me just play this. As they're speculating whether Trump would give Chauvin a federal pardon or not, maybe they weren't familiar with this clip that came down yesterday.
Your allies are calling on you to pardon Derek Chauvin. Are you considering pardoning Derek Chauvin?
No, I haven't even heard about it. No.
That means it's definitely going to happen. I don't know what Project 25 is. Oh, we've accomplished 50% of that list already.
Derek Chauvin. Are you considering pardoning Derek Chauvin?
No, I haven't even heard about it. No.
Mr. President.
So, he's not even heard about it. So that's probably not a hard no. I think it's a no for now, and I haven't heard about it.
It seems like something he would deal with at the end of his term.
I think it would. I think it's too much of a political hot potato, regardless of what side you're on, that you just leave it alone.
Well, so if he pardoned him federally, he was convicted both federally and state. So then it would take something within the state, the governor granting him clemency or whatever, in order for that to happen. So he's not going to get out.
No.
So even if Trump was to pardon him for the civil rights violations, then it still doesn't, I don't think, get him out because he
I want to just read from some of the local reporting out there, including one of the local news affiliates, KSTP, the ABC affiliate, reporting just today that Governor Tim Walz, the Minnesota National Guard, Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey, and Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison have been warned about potential unrest if the president pardons Chauvin.
Isn't this very much speculative, borderline clickbait news?
Yes.
And the fact that you got a piece from, you can only go by face value, and the latest statement from the president is, no, I've not heard about it. That's all he said, right? Nothing more, nothing less. So how do you take that into, you're warning the governor, the local police authorities, and the mayor of Minneapolis of civil unrest about a potential Derek Chauvin pardon, or when the highest entity, the president, has said no.
It's almost like they're trying to foment something, right?
Yeah, like
Get
they're almost
people
trying to start
riled up.
something. Yeah, like they're trying to start something
Yeah.
that's not there. No, if Trump had any other, like if Trump would be like, I've heard about it, but I can't give you any answer at this time. That's kind of, there's a little bit of wiggle room there, but he shot it down.
Yeah.
He shot it
even if
down.
he's pardoned federally, that doesn't change the fact he was convicted in state court of the murder. He wasn't even convicted federally of murder, I don't think.
Tim Walz, I guess he's flaming the fire. He said that it sounds like something that Trump would do. So
Key Republicans.
To me, clickbait. Like, there's nothing here to be seen.
Right. He doesn't get out.
Tim Walz is saying that sounds like something the president would say. The president, indeed, didn't say that. The president said what he said in exact words where, no, I've not heard of that. I don't know how you make that a smidgen of possibility that it might happen. No, I've not heard of that.
Unless you want people to get riled up.
Have advocated or urged or pressed President Trump to do. But the White House is throwing cold water on this very notion.
All right, so you're answering your own question. Right?
Have just about, 2 months ago, want to put up this post from our colleague there, Fox News correspondent Matt Finn, who covered the protests in Minneapolis at the time, saying this, a White House official telling Fox News the president...
Again, so now... Brian,
they had already previously addressed it in March that they weren't planning on it.
What I'm saying is, the information that this very irresponsible live now news, I think is this part of NBC?
No, this is Fox News, buddy.
Yeah, Fox.
So this is Fox News, I guess. Is this Fox News
Now?
National?
Fox News Now.
And so,
yeah, it's live now from Fox. It's just one of their 4:00 shows.
Here's the thing: you've got two pieces of evidence. One of which was yesterday, and the president goes, no, I haven't heard about it. And then you have a tweet that was from when? I don't know when it was from. They say that it was from...
Well, that tweet was from yesterday, but they're saying that it's already been addressed by Caroline Leavitt in March.
A White House official told Fox News that the president is not planning to pardon Derek Chauvin. Nothing has changed since Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt addressed this in March. So, how does that turn into clickable bait? And
I sent you a piece from KSTP5 in Minnesota that I guess they put out, and then they got Marjorie Taylor Greene tweeting out about it because I guess they, with the 5th anniversary coming up. The media is trying to say if Trump does do it, is there going to be a unrest? And now
this is all so speculative, and there's no meat on the bone that states that this is even a thing.
But even if he got pardoned federally, it doesn't change anything.
So what I guess the Minneapolis and state leaders are saying is that if he does pardon him before May 25th, there's going to be civil unrest.
No, but and it's not going to happen.
But why would there even be civil unrest? Because he's still going to be locked up for murder.
Because people don't understand the law. People don't understand the law. They just want to protest and raise hell.
There are concerns tonight about new...
Man, this is the news, Brian, really taking a lot of liberty to start some crap.
Yep. Want to be starting something.
This is Billie Jean. This is not a story. This is not a story. Not when you open up your newscast with if.
There are concerns tonight about new civil unrest over the murder of George Floyd. This month marks 5 years since his death sparked protests and riots here locally and around the world. And the city, county, and state are preparing for new potential protests.
Why?
Because the media wants something to cover.
Jay Coles is here to explain why, Jay.
Okay, good. I asked why. Everybody's asking why. Give it to me, Tim.
Kevin, multiple sources tell me there are two things driving this. First, in recent weeks, we've seen calls from conservative commentators for President Trump to pardon Derek Chauvin.
And President Trump yesterday addressed that. Shot it down.
Second, sources tell me.
So number one is a big nothing burger, right? That's number one.
The city of Minneapolis is almost certain the Department of Justice next week will move to end its consent decree over the MPD because it's happened in other cities.
Hold on. That hasn't happened.
Nope.
And what does that mean, Brian, what he just said? The DOJ has here.
Justice next week will move to end its consent decree over the MPD because it's happened in other cities.
All right, so the DOJ has
over the Minneapolis Police Department. I don't know what the consent decree is for the Minnesota Police Department.
Right, and I don't know of other. They're saying because they've done it for other. I don't know what that means.
Cash $20.
So preparations are happening now, just days before the 5th anniversary of George Floyd's murder.
A consent decree is a court-ordered agreement used by the Department of Justice to resolve civil lawsuits or investigations against state or local entities.
But the DOJ has not done this. They're just saying...
No, they have. So they haven't done it yet.
No, not to Minneapolis, they haven't.
Right. No, they have. They currently have a consent decree with the Minneapolis Police Department. So that means that it's essentially there's terms and conditions that the Minneapolis Police Department have to meet and continue to meet as long as the consent decree is in place. So if the Department of Justice was to lift that consent decree, then in that case, whatever obligations or monitoring of the Minneapolis Police Department are going on would no longer be in effect.
But they've not given the Minneapolis one of those yet.
They have not revoked the consent decree to Minneapolis yet.
Murder.
So now let's show 5 year ago footage to get people when the city had really something to be upset about and was full hot on this deal. Let's show 5 year ago footage to really rile people up and validate our clickbait headline.
This is what Minneapolis looked like after former MPD officer Derek Chauvin killed George Floyd. And it's something state and city leaders do not want to see happen again.
News of the obvious.
I spoke with 6 total sources today. They tell me Governor Tim Walz, the Minnesota National Guard, Attorney General Keith Ellison, Mayor Jacob Fry, and Hennepin County Sheriff DeWanna Witt have all been briefed on a potential Chauvin pardon and the possible.
And meanwhile, Brian, there's no potential Derek Chauvin pardon. There's none.
Right. Trump says he hasn't even considered it.
It's not. There's nowhere to be found where they have started the process to do that. And then when they asked the president, the person who would have to do this on the federal level, as early as or as late as yesterday, he says, "No, I haven't even heard of that." Then the White House double downs by saying our position has not changed. We're not doing anything. So, why doesn't Minneapolis News report, hey, in the midst of all this other bad reporting saying that there's a potential pardon, it ain't happening. There ain't nothing to see here.
And really, even if there were, he ain't getting out.
Right. And you know what? Even if President Trump were to clear him federally, he was charged in state court. It would have nothing to do with him getting out of prison. Derek Chauvin ain't going anywhere. Take it to the bank. Boom.
end to the federal consent decree that called for extensive reform at MPD. And tonight, law enforcement is now preparing for possible civil unrest if those two things happen. Mayor Fry is not talking about those plans, but as Commissioner of Community Safety, Todd Barnett, in a statement says, quote, "We've heard the same rumors as everyone else, but the bottom line is that Derek Chauvin would remain behind bars, serving his state sentence, even if his federal charges are pardoned."
So
that's a perfect statement.
Why aren't people driving home Todd Barnett's message? He's the most educated and up to speed on this issue. And he even says, to be clear, we have no credible intelligence about any pardon or planned disruptions here in Minneapolis. Why isn't that your lead story?
This is inappropriate, fear-mongering news.
Yeah.
It's not even news. It's sensationalism, and it's what's wrong with our country.
Exactly. Why didn't they open up with Todd? Because this guy's got it down. I'm not even going through the rest of this stuff.
Why even cover it? It's not even a story.
Yeah, I sent you.
Or the story is, if you're worried about this, don't be, because he ain't getting out of jail, and nobody and everybody said so. It's ridiculous.
I sent you the Carolina from March.
It's
or
not
whatever.
just Democrat news. Everybody, Fox News was covering this as well and pushing the narrative also.
Oh, everybody
was. This is a news wanting entertainment.
Unilateral, unbiased, with regards to party, this is an equal opportunity offender by both the Republican and the national and the Democratic-leaning news. But Fox, from CNN to Fox and everybody in between, this is clickbait, and this is exactly what's wrong with the news.
Somebody in chat said Ben Shapiro's the one that started really pushing this issue and floating this idea. He's a conservative.
In March, Ben Shapiro brought it up on his show in March, which is why Caroline Levitt got this question. And in March, they even asked him, they said, well, even if Trump does pardon him federally, he's still on the state charges. And Shapiro's answer was that it's complicated.
It's not complicated.
I'm just telling you.
There's nothing complicated about it.
It's like the fine African-American gentleman, the head of the Minneapolis City Council said, even if he was to be pardoned federally, he's serving his state charges. There's nothing to be worried about. This is a non-factor. That's the story.
Yeah,
That's the story.
Ben Shapiro, for some reason, brought it up in the beginning of March.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Press Secretary Levitt. Some prominent Trump supporters have been making the case that Derek Chauvin deserves a pardon. They argue that he did not receive a fair trial. Joe Biden and other Democrats actually implied that he was guilty while the trial was going on. BLM rioters had these jurors under immense threat and pressure. Mainstream media, frankly, many news outlets here today are complicit here. They chose to ignore the autopsy report. They chose to ignore the full body camera footage. They decided to slander Derek Chauvin as a racist cop instead. Does the administration believe Derek Chauvin received a fair trial, and will they consider a pardon moving forward?
The president has...
Hold on, let me just stop. So the guy asked, Brian, he asked the questions every which way you can. He asked a very thorough question in a very 35-second long-winded way. Let's listen to the press secretary.
The president has been asked and answered this question. He said it's not something he's considering at this time. Philip.
Boom.
There it is. Done. And he reiterated it this week.
Yeah, along with the head of the Minneapolis City Council, Todd Barnett, who says... pardon schmarden, even if he was to get one federally, he ain't going nowhere. He's serving state time, kid. So this is the biggest nothing burger that actually made huge news, right?
Ben Shapiro saying that Derek Chauvin needs to be a little weasel.
When I come back, we'll start digging into the P. Diddy gimmick.
Turd.
We'll also get into this. Let me get Babyface's opinion on this. I would be all for this guy being the next.
I've already tweeted out my support of John Morgan.
Being the next governor.
Yep.
I am all for it. Get a real man in there. Get a guy that just I don't know, man. Just get a real dude in there. Because I don't know what our options are after DeSantis leaves.
I think Byron Donald put his hat in the...
Who?
Byron Donald, the African-American gentleman from South Florida.
Exactly. Who?
Well,
nobody knows who. Brian, if it was ripe for the picking, where a guy that's very popular could roll in and win on a popularity contest, much like an Arnold Schwarzenegger or other, non-politicians, well, Donald Trump. It's ripe for the picking right now. Would you not agree? As soon as DeSantis gets out there, there's not a big rock star that's waiting.
Well, plus it's 2026, right?
Right.
Well, that's going to be a very interesting midterm election, given all that's been going on in with the Trump
and
administration.
I wonder what he run as,
everything.
because he's not. He is now an independent.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to pick a party or just run as an independent.
Now, Brian, can an independent win?
Yes, with the right money and support on a state level, yes, and we've seen it. It's not unheard of.
Jesse Ventura,
Angus King, Jesse Ventura. There
a couple others.
Bernie Sanders at one point was an independent. He caucuses with the Democrats. Yeah,
he doesn't have independent money.
And that Saturday Night Live comedian won as an independent. I believe.
But I think John Morgan has independent money.
Oh, he has plenty of independent money. Yeah, he money ain't a problem for him to get elected.
Let's be honest. Crappy ass, one of the most horrible politicians ever to come from Florida, and it sickens me that he's now a senator. And I've hated him from the minute I saw him. Rick Scott bought his way to where he's at today. Bought it. 100% bought it, because nobody in their right mind would put this guy in office. A gentleman, a man, if you will, that has the single largest fine ever given to a business.
Oh, he should be in prison. He oversaw and executed the largest Medicare fraud in our nation's history. He is a scumbag criminal.
And I feel, you know what, you and I align.
Skeletor-looking little bitch.
You and I align so much. So, I mean, I feel the same way you do times 10. I hate him. I actually hate him.
It looks like John Morgan announced yesterday that he's going to be starting his own party, a third party.
And Rick Scott has all the charisma of a masturbation sock.
But here's the deal. I think he put $75 million into his campaign.
At the time, it was one of the largest individual, state level. Yeah,
and he bought his way into being a two-term governor. I think John Morgan could very well roll up $75 million.
He can scratch that check tomorrow.
Exactly.
I sent you a news story on him creating the new political
Fantastic.
party.
We'll do it next.
If you want a deep dive into the Bubba the Love Sponge show from the past, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back after these words.
The best of the Bubba the Love Sponge show. Feel free to call and complain, you counter-programmer. 813-90-BUBBA. Someone will be right with you. Broadcasting live from the Aquabito studios. Aquabito.com/Bubba. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
So, Lummy, it looks like our big box front page is only about an hour.
6 to 7.
Is that the best? Is that what we're locked into?
No, we're not locked into it.
Some days we could go longer.
It depends, as he said, if they have some kind of
deal.
Yeah.
Maybe they made a deal with Trent Lose.
Yeah, he said one of the shows right after us has something where they have to go on 1 or 2 days a week.
Okay, so we're guaranteed at least an hour, and in some instances it might be a little bit longer because we just got replaced with Trent Lose. In the morning.
Yes. Well, he's a fifth-generation cattle rancher. If so, he has credentials to be on the big box.
Very much so. In fact, Seth was saying, maybe when we're fifth generation, which would be
never. Boy, don't talk to you.
Danny did tell us that, Lummy is first-generation goat herder, so we just need a Walker to
start raising the rest of the goats?
Yeah,
that's right.
Go
so
from
we're
there.
Gonna take them to your rental?
I got this from chatting. My Snook Slayer, or I don't know who said something. Did you see that the welcome for Trump in Abu Dhabi, and when you're a president of the United States and you're getting welcomed to the country.
The country's name is Abu Dhabi?
Yes, that's part of Dubai.
Oh.
Have you heard of Dubai, like in the Emirates?
Not really.
The United Emirates?
It's all sand to me.
Is it? Have you heard of the United Emirates? And that's Dubai,
No.
and there's a country called Dubai, and I think the capital of Dubai is Abu Dhabi.
And they're like, nobody likes Dubai's, right?
No, Dubai's is cool.
Oh.
They're very rich.
The neighbors like them?
Oh, yeah, everybody loves Dubai.
Oh.
It's very rich, and it's man-made. I think isn't all Dubai like they navigated a bunch of they made islands. I think it's all man-made. I think Dubai was just desert and ocean, and let me see if you can send me like a
history
like
of
Vegas.
Dubai.
Dubai.
They'll come.
No, Dubai is a little land, has some land,
but they've really
they have done a lot.
So as presidents, different presidents, regardless of what president you are, as you go to different countries, they have different ways to welcome the U.S. president, and I get whether it's it's just I don't know, they just have different ways to welcome.
What are they doing with their hair?
Well, that's the story in itself. Is Dubai welcomed President Trump in this manner?
Wow, that's a little different. And all them women look the same. No, Trumpy, he liked it. Look at him.
I just want to let you know, I've never been to a country where there's hot bitches flinging their hair. Liked it a lot. In fact, I might tell.
All the hairs hit their butt.
Might want to tell all countries just to take a page out of Dubai. That's how I like to, when I walk off the plane, I like dark-haired chicks flipping it one way or the other.
You think they work for their government or they're slaves?
What's that?
You think they work for the government or they're slaves?
Both.
She says, I love it.
Hold on. Now is this a guy here? Is this a guy here that might have been causing some problems? Oh, I think, Lummy, isn't this the guy from Ben and Jerry's?
Oh yeah, during RFK's speech.
And this is the bin of Ben and Jerry's ice cream, and RFK was given some type of food safety kind of speech yesterday, and they had to yoke this guy up.
And pays for it by kicking off medicated. You let food into the
Ben and Jerry's co-founder arrested after disrupting a Senate hearing.
And you let food start.
And by the way, Lummy, did you see how those Capitol cops, they don't screw around?
No way.
If you're at the Okeechobee municipality meeting, they may politely ask Warren Sapp to leave, and he does. But when you're in the Capitol building, they just yoke.
Yeah, they wiretile you.
Lummy, I got the Whites for Warren shirts being made.
Nice.
Okay, tell
Beach
me
Meadow
something.
Detectives,
$25.
What's that, Lummy?
Beach Meadow Detectives, $25.
But what are you saying? White
for
Sapp?
Whites for Warren.
White, like WHITES.
Like what you are. You're a white guy. I'm a white guy.
Well, how many whites are for him?
Oh, Bubba ordered 7 shirts.
Him and Lynch, and that's about you.
What I'm saying is,
the dude don't like white people.
He was racially profiled by the Okeechobee Police Department.
How does it feel to do that there, Sappy? Because that's what he does.
Well, I understand. But, Gene, I'm also trying to look at getting publicity for the show, sending Tuttle down to the Okeechobee municipality.
Sapp will beat him up.
No, he's not going to be. When Tuttle comes in wearing a Whites for Warren shirt.
That's going to make Sapp mad because Sapp don't like whites. He doesn't. We all know that. We allowed it and we let it go because he was a good ball player and he won us games.
Man, Gene is spitting hot fire this morning.
He is having very much a racially profiled situation. His civil rights were violated. He's got an unbelievable lawsuit against Okeechobee. They're not letting anybody speak anymore. We're going to try to infiltrate Tuttle down to the Okeechobee municipal meeting and it's a gimmick, Gene.
I get
it's
it.
not. We're not selling them online for people. We're not starting a new Whites for Warren T-shirt that we're going to sell to the public. I got 7 made.
You don't know that.
Hold on,
they got
hold on.
10,000 people watching
Hold on,
this right
so
now.
that
Everybody
we
might want one.
so we are going to create a viral moment. In order to be able to create this viral moment, Gene, you have to have the right shirt on that's
going to get attention.
That's going to get attention, Gene. It's not.
That's going to get it.
It's not all about just sandblasting apart, powder coating apart,
collecting your money,
putting it in the oven, letting it cool off, calling the guy, and getting your money.
That's right. I bought my own Toyos.
You did buy your own Toyos.
Do the Whites for Warren shirts have the Bubba Army logo on them?
Yes,
they need to.
I do have artwork. Would you like to see?
Yeah.
Yes.
I do have artwork. Let me see if I can find it.
Do you think you think they could get the wrong kind of publicity?
What do you mean?
Yep.
No.
But why? What do you mean? No. You're in Okeechobee.
Yeah.
That's Redneck
Whites
Central.
for Warren.
Yeah. So
They're
we're
gonna get
supporting.
mad.
Who cares?
Yeah,
if
you're
they-
right. That was a dumb question. Strike it from the record, Your Honor. I'm not. No, you're right. It wasn't. I was.
Either way, it's good for us.
Lummy, I'm going to send you. I'm going to message it to you, and then you're going to have to, send it to me. Again, this is not a shirt that we're trying to sell. This is a shirt that we want Tuttle to wear. I bought 7 of them just in case Lummy goes with them or whoever, or 7-Eleven goes with them.
That's right.
And we have matching shirts. But Tuttle will be like, thank you for my opportunity to talk. As you can see from my shirt, I am the president and founder of Whites for Warren. We feel that Warren Sapp has been given a really, really bad deal down here, which is evident by his $20 million lawsuit. Warren Sapp was illegally detained, and Warren Sapp was racially profiled. So being a fellow white guy, it seems like maybe the potential problem in itself as to why he even got arrested was that he's black. I'd like to just draw a definitive racial line in the sand by saying Whites for Warren.
I sent it to you.
There are some white people that like Warren Sapp, and it seems like none of them are here in Okeechobee, including your police agency and all of you that have kicked him out of 2 different municipality meetings. So I'm here to now put every one of you on notice that you now have stirred the pot up and gotten the attention of my new group, Whites for Warren.
This might go really viral.
That's why do you think I did it?
If everybody's going to want to play this, TMZ's going to take it.
Let me.
Now Gene's getting excited.
Is it not coming up on that gray?
Okay, here it is. So this will be on a shirt right here.
Oh, okay. All right. That's a little different than I thought.
What'd you think? It was going to be Warren Sapp's face?
No, I thought it was just going to literally say Whites for Warren.
No, so the back of the shirt's going to have the Bubba Army logo, and then the front of it's going to have this. Now, Lummy, I am using the NFL logo, and I'm using the Bucks logo, but I'm not selling these. I'm making 7 of them, and I'm giving them away to people who work for me. So if I was to try to sell these, it would be a major trademark violation, and I get shut down in a minute because I'm using both the Hall of Fame NFL logo, which they very much protect, and the Bucks logo, which they very much protect. But since I'm not selling these and I'm only making 7 of them, I think I'll take my chances and being okay. It's going to be on a black shirt with white writing, and I think it really, honest to God, has a chance to go viral.
Yep.
And you don't think that Warren Sapp won't love it?
Well, there's no telling with that guy, Bubba. That's a wild card.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so you can't, but
he might beat us up for doing it.
So, but on that front, Seth, you can't lose on that either.
No.
Sapp either is like, man, that's great as hell, man. About time somebody understands what I know, or this is how it could go too.
You don't even know where you stand with him now to begin with after the last interview. So.
Say it.
Hold on, but it could go like this.
I'm saying
It could go like this. Todd Clem, please. Todd Clem, please. Yes, Warren, you're on the air. Did I tell you to make a shirt about me? No, Warren, you didn't, but I thought I'd support you. Did I ask for your support? No, Warren, you didn't, but I thought maybe, you'd appreciate,
We saw the guy with the American flag hat and the puffer vest, and we thought you might need some help.
I'd be
I'm
like,
gonna knock your chiclets out.
I'd be like, listen, Warren, I saw that guy that looked like he was on meth that was wearing the American cowboy hat that was not making you look so good. So I thought in a more professional type manner, I would send my guy down there with a catchy little group called Whites for Warren and come across and have a better presentation and better speaking points than the methed out white dude you had before. Todd
He's
Clem.
be so mad at you.
Todd Clem, please. I don't flick, bitch. So Warren's very volatile. It could go, Seth, it could go real good or it could go real bad. Both incidents are good for us. Right?
I mean, yeah, this has the potential to go real good, real bad with
A little dangerous for 7-Eleven and the other dude.
No, man. I mean, this really has a chance to go viral.
Is it going to be at a random?
We're gonna set up.
Okay, I didn't know if there was actually Warren Sapp hearing or something that day.
No, I don't know. We're gonna Lummy's online looking about when their next meetings are and things like that. How you sign up.
Yeah, Tuttle's got all that info.
Blah blah blah.
This goes to TMZ.
But these shirts, Rainbow Rick will have these shirts done by Monday.
Sweet.
So and maybe I think I should send one for Warren.
Not beforehand.
Yeah, probably not beforehand. So I think my idea, quite frankly, I never get credit. You guys always want to just take a shiz on everything that I come up with. I think that's pretty damn good. I think, for the cost of 7 T-shirts, and Tuttle, maybe $100 or $2 for Tuttle to go down there with gas and what maybe he has to get a hotel room. I don't know. I think for very minimal money, we could really get a viral moment because this whole lawsuit in itself is very viral and is getting a lot of traction and let's just be honest with each other.
Old school Bubba.
Yeah, and we need to do a little more old school Bubba.
I'm all for it.
What put us on the map?
You.
Not soft as butter and 90 degree Bubba.
White on the black guy is great.
Doing some controversial stuff. But here's the deal. Whites for Warren. Warren is in this situation. Warren has a $20 million civil rights violation lawsuit against the Okeechobee Sheriff's Department for only one reason. Because he's black. Because he's black, they picked on him because he was an educated black guy that knew the civil code and the federal civil rights code better than those stupid ass white cops that arrested him. Gene, did you see the video?
No, I didn't. I've seen a little bit of what you played.
They completely arrested him. You know what?
I didn't know he got arrested.
Yes, he got arrested.
I always thought they made him leave.
No, let me find it for me.
Yep.
He got arrested, and you know what he got arrested for?
No.
Being black. Being black and knowing his rights, his civil rights, and knowing some civil right case law, I think what they call maybe Rule 24, knowing he's very well read on this, knowing that, and I can't wait for Lummy to send it to me. He absolutely owned the cops. Now, Gene, you've had your very own interactions with police officers. And you don't know your rights. You're the kind of guy that, why you pulling me over? I ain't doing anything wrong. You're not going to start bringing up a bunch of constitutional rights and
just going to show him my ID and shut up.
I'll send it to you.
So he don't hit me. Don't have to hit him back.
Because if a cop does hit you,
I will hit him back,
regardless.
Right. Done it before.
Just based on how you're wired.
It's a man-to-man thing.
Problem. Hang on just 1 second. Will this work for you? I can't seem to find my license, but...
No, this isn't...
Why you gotta grab me like that? What am I...
That's Warren Sapp.
I'll take that.
No, is this? I don't know why
they show a preview of the whole thing in the front.
Did Warren hand him the donut?
Hold on, here we go.
Hey, man, thanks for being the man. You are accountability for all. I'm with you, family. I'm with you.
You know who he is? Who is that? That's Warren Sapp. That's Warren Sapp. Yeah.
So as you can see, Gene,
he was surprised he's going to get arrested
hold on. But as you can see, Gene, he's not like up on anybody's business.
No.
He's not arguing with them.
No.
He's just kind of videotaping. He's probably, 6 to 8 feet from the nearest cop?
Yeah, no, he wasn't doing nothing wrong.
Right, and so because he refused to give his ID, because he didn't do anything wrong. He was part of this car club that was rolling through Okeechobee that the cops didn't, necessarily like, and so
yeah, they get him all the time.
So here we go.
So
just watch.
I'll take that. Detained for what? What am I being detained for? What am I being detained for? What am I being detained for? I'm listening. What am I being detained for? Please report. What am I being detained for?
And so, Gene,
he's smiling. He knows this is money.
Oh, he knows because what am I being detained for? What crime have I committed? What am I being detained for? I'll tell you what I'm being detained for. Because I'm a black guy.
That's it. There weren't many other black guys there.
No, hey, is it rolling?
Everything's rolling, yeah. Audio, video, recording.
You ain't got to hold it that hard, brother. I'm right here. I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting.
Meanwhile, what none of these guys know is this guy right here that they're holding, if he wanted to,
beat them all up.
Maybe this guy's got some decent arms.
So you're thinking in cuffs?
No.
Oh, okay.
He hasn't put on his cuffs yet. He's just getting ready to put on his cuff.
Yeah.
But what they don't realize is this is a world-class athlete who's in the Football Hall of Fame as arguably one of the best defensive linemen ever to play the game. He's explosive. He's powerful.
He's fast.
He's
no Michael Sam.
Just stabbed it here. Why you got to grab me like that? What am I being detained for?
I'll explain that in a second, sir.
This is affecting the arrest.
This is a detainment.
You're applying force right now.
No, I'm not.
To impede an investigation, I have to do something physical, not talk.
So now, Gina, this is right. To impede an investigation, they're getting him because they were questioning the guy that might have been that was speeding, and Warren was asking questions. He wasn't physically getting too close to them. As you could see, he was 6 feet away, but he was asking questions. Why are you arresting this guy for speeding when you said just a few minutes ago he was going 15 mile an hour over the speed limit, but you really clocked him at 8 over the speed limit? So what is it, 15 or 8? He's just asking he's asking questions at a safe distance. Now, impeding an investigation means you're kind of in their personal space, and you are kind of in their way of an investigation. But when you're 6 to 8 feet away and you're asking, it's not illegal to ask. It's not. Hold on. Fundamentally, it's not illegal to ask a police officer questions when your buddy's getting arrested.
I was going to say, you can show Gene how far he was at 8 minutes.
Yeah, hold on.
Freedom of speech. That's a constitutionally protected activity.
That'd be like, Gene, if you got arrested, okay, and I was from me to you. And they're starting to they're questioning you about they caught us drifting in the Lowe's parking lot, but they didn't catch me, they only caught you. So I get out of my truck and I'm from the distance from me to you from the cop that's asking you questions, and I'm like, sir,
why are you doing that?
Why are you messing with him, sir? You said but sir, just a few minutes ago you said something different. So which one is it going to be?
And then they start cuffing you up.
And then they come and get me. But better yet, Gene, they didn't get me because I'm some fat white guy. They got me because I'm black. I'm black.
Look at all the people in the background, all them Mexicans. There's got to be an illegal guy in there.
So you're Gene. Let's turn this from a Warren Sapp deal to an ICE deal. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, they should have, but then they got a real criminal.
So Warren knows, he absolutely knows the state statute.
1983 lawsuit.
Here you go. He knows. Listen.
Deprivation of rights under the color of law. I haven't done anything. I don't have to answer. I don't have to
answer. Now the guy. Now the guy's kind of getting a little bit. He's kind of getting
a grip on him.
Yeah, he's kind of getting a little grippy with Warren. You're lucky. I mean,
well, that grip's going to get Warren $20 million. So.
Yeah, true. Gene, you can see where he's going to win this.
Yeah.
Stop resisting. Get back.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used as evidence against you in court. You have the right to call or obtain an attorney at this time or have one present now or any time during questioning. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, the court will appoint one for you without cost. If you decide to answer questions now, you have the right to stop answering at any time during questioning. Do you understand these rights? What is your name? I want to know who I'm speaking to.
Good citizen.
A good citizen. Okay, good.
That hadn't broken the law.
Okay, good citizen.
My name's Sergeant Ellis.
So he starts owning the cop here.
The road patrol supervisor. You wanted to speak to the supervisor?
I was wondering, you was outside the gas station when they drove away, right?
Yes.
How come we didn't have a conversation then?
This guy's a supervisor, and Warren's making a pretty good, like, Jeannie's like, okay, you're the supervisor, right? And you were there when they were cuffing me and stuffing me in the back of the car. Why didn't you talk to me there? Because you're a supervisor there, just like you're a supervisor here. Why didn't we have a Can you see the money just racking up, Gene?
Yeah.
Can you just see the civil rights that have been violated?
Yep.
Because you were already in the back of a patrol car and we needed to get you out of there as quick as possible.
And that's what we came up with?
You can fill out a assessment.
And he goes, that reminds me of something you would say, Gene. He goes, and that's what we've come up with? That's what we...
On the deputy, if you choose to. And there'll be an internal investigation done on it.
Oh, yeah, you want to investigate yourself and find nothing wrong, just like you're doing right here in front of me now. It's fine. It's cool. We're going to see what the federal court got to say about it.
Okay. You have that right.
Oh, absolutely I do. Absolutely. I see Okeechobee needs a...
See, Warren says, I see Okeechobee needs a little refresher course in the Constitution. And here's the thing, Gene. He knows the Constitution. Like, he knows it better than they do.
That should be on the sleeve of the shirt.
In the Constitution, and I'll bring it to you. Okay. I promise you. All
right.
On February 24th, 2024.
Gene, where'd you tell me to fast forward to?
8 minutes shows where Warren was standing.
All right, so here you go.
For Gene.
At 8 minutes, Gene. At 8 minutes, Gene, you can see.
So wait. So this is a car club that's cruising around.
Yeah, going
having some fun.
Well, they started like in Miami.
Yeah,
and they're gonna go like to Fort Myers, like down,
right.
And then they're gonna through Okeechobee, New Henry County,
right.
and then work their way down to Fort Myers.
Yeah.
Then maybe like have dinner or like stop at a Wawa or something.
Yeah.
Hang out there a little bit. With their Fast and Furious cars. Kind of like the way bikers do sometimes.
Like we do. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they'll mosey on back, to Miami. Cars, motorcycles.
So they're just. So he had his car towed and everything.
Hold on, Gene. He wasn't. Oh, Gene, you want to hear this?
Kelly Brown, $70.
He was. Thank you, Kelly Brown. He wasn't even a driver.
Oh, he was riding.
He was a passenger.
Wow.
He was a passenger.
They just picked him out because he's the only black guy there.
Bingo.
Yeah, I can see that.
Bingo. So as his driver, the guy driving his vehicle, is clocked at a speeding amount, when they're explaining what he got pulled over for, it's different. It's a different amount. One time, Gene, Lummy, I think he said you were going 15 over, and the other time he said you were going 9 over. And so Warren starts questioning, well, which one is it?
It was 14. It was she wrote him up for a 14, and she said he was going 15 over.
Yeah. So whatever.
Yeah.
So Warren's just there, as you would be, Gene.
Right.
If I was getting,
I'd speak up
for me or for your friend.
Yeah, of course.
So if I was getting him,
or anybody just to do it.
If let's say one of your outlaw boys, or me, or one of your friends, okay, I would stick up for Seth. Because it's not illegal to verbally engage a police officer at a safe distance while he's doing an investigation. It's fundamentally your First Amendment right.
The speed limit.
And so you can see, Gene, how far, like, he's not a threat. He's not being aggressive. He's not, and, he's a big dude. So the closer this dude gets to a cop, maybe the more uneasy a cop would feel. But you can see that Warren's probably keeping that in his mind.
Look at all the cameras.
Yeah, and so why didn't they arrest this guy?
Yeah, he's
Why
talking.
this guy looks tough. This guy looks tough. This guy looks tough. And they're probably 4 feet closer to the cop than, but they're not black.
Yeah.
They're not black.
That worked back in the day, but not today.
No.
Okay.
Doubling the speed limit.
Okay.
Didn't double the speed limit.
Oh, yeah. When they first pulled him over, Gene, they said he was doubling the speed limit, whereas he wasn't doubling the speed limit. He was like 7 mile an hour from doubling the speed limit. So Warren's like, you said he was, and it was a technique. Warren was busting balls,
right?
But it's not illegal.
No.
It's not illegal to question.
Not even close to it.
It's not illegal to question the cop. You can even, and I don't suggest this. I respect all cops.
Man, I'm gonna speak up every time because I'm on 20 million too.
Okay, well, I got him.
Gene, you're white. You have no rights. Fat white guys are at the very bottom of the. Listen, you and I, maybe even Lummy, he's not as fat as we are, but we're at the very fat white guys are at the very bottom of the protected pole.
Yep.
Like they could literally pull us over for being fat and white and get away with it.
Endangered species.
Yeah, here we go.
Well, I got him, and I wrote for one I got was 63.
So now, Gene, this camera is from the woman police officer's perspective, and would you say that Warren is at least 8 foot from her?
Yeah, more than that.
And would you say that Warren is posing a threat to her?
No.
Should she feel, not safe?
Not at all.
Does he look like he's gonna charge her, or does he look like his hands are visible? Right. His hands are visible.
He's got no hate on him.
He didn't have his hands in his pocket. He's not. He's being super good.
Yeah. Okay, so I said what I said, but I didn't write him for double, did I? I wrote him for
No, but what you're saying is incorrect.
Well, just for future reference, through this
Just
time,
like to be correct, that's all. Facts. I'm stopping what? You guys have no what? You telling me to do what? What you mean? Stop what?
So this white guy says, just stop.
He looks like a punk anyway.
And so Warren, who says,
why?
Just stop or what? Or what? I can't talk freely here at the racetrack gas station at a safe distance from you and ask this female police officer who's already lied about doubling the speed limit? I can't say that? You're telling me to shut up or what?
Are you serious? What are you saying on there? Going to jail today?
Hold on. So the
look at there. That's where he got in trouble.
Hold on.
So I said what I said, but I didn't write him for double, did I?
Let's see. Gene, can you see the money? Can you see the civil money just piling up?
No, but what you're saying is incorrect.
Well, just for future
Threatening.
reference, through this
Just
time,
like to be correct, that's all. Facts. I'm stopping what? You guys have no what? You telling me to do what? What you mean? Stop what?
Are you serious? What are you saying on there? Going to jail today?
You want to go to jail today?
That
So
right
what?
there. He's done.
Write a check.
Write a check.
Write a check.
And he gets fired.
Write a check.
He has no reason to be a cop.
You want to go to jail? Go to jail for what?
He has no reason to be a cop.
I could call you. I could. And I don't want any police officer from Pat McGovern to Chad Gary to all the great cops out there, Grady and all the great cops that I respect. I got a foundation that supports cops. I do not want you to think I'm being disrespectful to police officers right now. But Warren could say, listen, you stupid pig. I don't like cops for the very reason of how you're acting. So stop being a stupid pig and leave me alone. And as long as that wasn't in a threatening, a boisterous, cause a public disturbance way, he can't. That's your First Amendment right.
He is supposed to be taught how to disarm the problem.
He's supposed to be taught to shut up and let Warren blow off the steam.
Right. And then defuse it.
You want to go to jail for obstruction? Well, to obstruct means you are actually in the way of a police officer's investigation.
And the cop's walking towards him now.
Now the cop is engaging Warren by stepping closer to Warren.
Yep.
Warren, if you look, has not stepped 1 foot from where he stayed planted the entire time.
Nope.
So the white cop's words to him are, Do you want to go to jail today if you don't shut up and you're obstructing? Now, if Warren was up by the females, up where the female is,
butting in
real close to her, maybe even making physical contact with her as she's writing the ticket, looking over her shoulder, that's obstruction, that's impeding an investigation, that will get you handcuffed. But when you're at a safe, and then the cop closes the distance, Gene, you can see where they're going to write a big paycheck here.
Yes, sir.
You get me? Obstruction is a physical thing.
So Warren knows. He's like, obstruction is a physical thing. I have to physically be obstructing you from your investigation, which means I have to position my body or be in the general proximity so that you cannot do your investigation because I'm in the way. I'm in the way. Physically, I'm in the way. Warren's right. Being 8 foot from you guys and talking verbally is not obstruction.
Obstruction is a physical thing. You do know that. I know the law. Obstruction is a physical thing. What did I do that physically? You're obstructing her from doing her job. What did I physically?
What you did, Warren, is you're an African American. And you are an African American that knows his rights. And you're an African American that's questioning a racist cop.
And he is.
And so this racist cop is going to target you for being black and put you in jail, and you did nothing wrong. And I don't know if the Okeechobee Police Department might be named the Warren Sapp Police Department after you get done with them. And Lummy, that's why we have started what?
Whites for Warren.
Whites for Warren.
It's a physical action.
No, it's not either.
Obstruction is a physical action.
If you don't see
not
your
freedom of speech. Not freedom of speech. That's constitutionally protected, right? Yeah, that's right. What's your name, guys? 588.
If you don't give me your name during the investigation, that's obstruction.
Now look at it. It looks like the cops now closing in more on him, right?
Yeah, got right.
Well, I don't think Warren has taken one step. Warren, I don't answer questions because you don't have to. If you've not committed a crime, you're not a suspect of a crime. They're not detaining you as they're investigating a crime. You don't have to answer questions. You don't. I don't answer questions.
We're back in the big bucks.
I mean, you know what, Lummy? The zeros are just getting more. I mean, this started out as a $5 million case. I think we're at about $15 million right now.
That's right.
What's your name and badge number?
Coon Fair, 734.
All right, 734.
Yeah.
Now look, so
he's surprised. Are you touching me?
Yeah. So hold on now. So
because he asked for a badge number.
The only thing Warren's guilty of is he asked the police officer's identification and badge number, and they are public servants, and they are supposed to give you that information or a card, or they're supposed to. Or some agencies, I've seen where some agencies require that their officers don't have to give that information. It's part of their SOP, their standard operating procedures. And so if that's the case, there's very few because most of them want to be very transparent and the guy's name and badge number when asked. But if your SOP states that you don't have to do it, then the cop has to say, I'm not required to give that information to you. So at that point, they've covered their ass. So this guy just goes right to handcuffing him. And the only violation, Lummy, is what?
He's black.
Warren's black. Why aren't you arresting this white guy? Or how about this white guy who's got, I don't know, a $4,000 camera?
Right in your face.
What's your name and badge number?
Coon Fair, 734.
All right.
Cool. Now, Warren didn't say, I'm going to kick your ass, bitch. He just said, cool. Since when, man, can a black guy be jovial and nice and agree with you? And basically by saying cool, almost kind of like a thank you, right? It's not obscene. It's not. He didn't say, well, F you, buddy.
734.
Look at Warren.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Now, at this point, Warren is so smart that he knows, Lummy, he knows that this means lots of money.
Yep.
Because he has not done anything wrong.
Now Warren Sapp's being told that he's being detained. He's placed in handcuffs for obstruction.
Where does this guy come from?
This is his channel. This is
Deputy
Sapp's
Stalante is
buddy.
alleging that Warren Sapp obstructed his investigation by not providing identification. However, failing to provide identification is a secondary charge. There still needs to be reasonable articulable suspicion or probable cause that a crime has been committed to ask someone for their ID.
And here's the deal. If Gene is the I don't know that it's illegal. If you're in Gene, if you and I are driving together and you're doubling the speed limit because you're getting after it and they pull us over, I don't know that I'm in trouble because I'm not in trouble for your actions.
No.
Right. So Gene, Warren's a passenger at a guy that was, speeding excessively. Now that guy's getting a ticket and Warren's going to jail.
If the deputy has probable cause and the person they're speaking to still refuses to provide identification, at that point they can be detained or arrested for obstruction. However, Mr. Sapp committed no crimes. Aside from the First Amendment to the United States Constitution, allowing freedom of speech, freedom of the press, and the right to petition the government for your grievances. Case law from the Supreme Court, like Glick v. Kniff, allows you to record police within the capacity of their duty. That case law, or Mr. Sapp's right and ability to express free speech or free press, can't be converted into a crime. In short, filming the police or questioning them does not give them grounds to demand identification. And if you refuse...
And again, Gene, this is United States case law. Law that the United States of the Supreme Court of the United States have already had these type of issues brought up to them. They've made their ruling, and that's all of what law is case law. So case law shows that you don't have to show ID. You can record a police officer. So not only is Warren, as you visually watch this, but he's also got almost every one of these situations he's gone through. There's not just Florida State Court or the United States Supreme Court case law on his side. Lummy, I don't think this sees the light of day in a courtroom. I think this is a huge settlement.
Oh, I think they settled big time.
Yeah.
In turn, detain or arrest you.
What am I being detained for? What am I being detained for? What am I being detained for? I'm listening. What am I being detained for? Please report. What am I being detained for? Everybody back We got cameras in there.
So Lummy, now, I'm sorry, all the naysayers, Gene and whoever, that didn't quite understand my T-shirt concept, whites for Warren, now you know what I'm talking about. And I'm going to send Tuttle to the municipality meeting, Lummy, with somewhat of a script.
Yes.
To say that maybe you, as a municipality and as a police agency, don't respect Warren Sapp, and you arrested him because he was black, but there's a lot of good white people here that support Warren, and that's why I have a new group called Whites for Warren. And we're here to support him and condone and condemn what you did to him, because the only thing that he was guilty of was being black. And I hope you sharpen your pencils, because you're going to be writing him a big paycheck. Whites for Warren.
I like it.
Whites for Warren. Whites for Warren.
That's right, Gene.
If you want a deep dive into the Bubba the Love Sponge show from the past, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back after these words.
Hey, this is Brian the Babyface Matroni, and you're listening to the best of the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
Broadcasting live from the Aquabeto studios.
Aquabeto.com/Bubba.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge show. We are across what? 1, 2, 3, 5 or 6 visual platforms. Rumble, YouTube, X, Facebook, Locals. Audibly, Bubba Army HQ is one-stop shopping. That's kind of our main website for our show that has, archives dating back to the old 98 Rock days. If you become a subscriber, you get a lot of content. I don't think that on BubbaArmyHQ.com, I don't think you could listen to everything in a lifetime.
No, there's absolutely no way.
You know, because I got we got Complete Serious, and it was all my serious shows, most of all of my Cox morning shows, and we found the year that I think we only have one more year to ingest
Of Cox?
Yeah.
No, there's 2.
2. Okay.
Yeah.
But it used to be 4, didn't it?
Yes, it was.
So all that. Some Power Pig stuff from back in the day that we found off of Reel. A lot of 98 Rock stuff that Joe the Supermark.
I'm looking for these tapes. I know you had it because I listened to them back in 2008. You had a huge box of when you were on B96, and I think it's in the merch or the Nicky's trailer.
Yeah, we'll go in there and find it.
That's what I've been looking for it. So
thank you.
A ton of those too.
So BubbaArmyHQ.com on that. We also have our own store, and we sell our own merchandise, manufacture it as well. Lummy, by the way, I did order because I do want Tuttle to go down to the next Okeechobee city county.
Yes,
and I got whites for Warren T-shirts being made.
Oh boy.
And
I sent him the website with the date. They're not accepting signups yet, but I check a lot.
Well,
so.
I ordered 6 whites for Warren T-shirts.
Perfect.
One for me, one for you, one for Tuttle, one for I got one for Seth, but he probably didn't want one.
Oh God! Well, you might want to check in with Tuttle about that idea again.
What do you mean?
Just to make sure that he's 100% comfortable with it.
Why would he's a white guy and he supports Warren Sapp? How
does he not believe in Warren Sapp?
No. I'm just saying. Before we've gone off and ordered 6 shirts and spent all this money, you just have to make sure that everybody's in.
When Bubba says he ordered 6 shirts, he's getting them.
I did. I already ordered them.
Yeah,
I've already paid for them. No. Rainbow on orders like that, Rainbow Rick or T-shirt will make them for me.
That's what I'm saying.
They whip up the artwork, and this is something that you.
What I'm saying is, it didn't cost him anything, Seth.
No, it did, Brian. If I told you what it actually cost me, you'd be surprised.
Okay, tell me.
I'm not going to tell you all of it.
Well, then how would I be surprised if you're not going to tell me?
I will tell you privately.
I don't want to hear it privately. If you can't do it on the air, don't do it at all.
All right. You know what? This isn't your show, asshole.
No, this is my show. I'm taking over.
Iggy McGillicuddy, $20.
Well, you need to look at I just wish you could hit him.
Robert Phipps, L card Rob, $50.
Real quick though, I do want to give a shout out to Kellogg's. I was in Costco the other day and they gave me a free Nutri-Grain bar, strawberry. It was really good. So thank you, Kellogg's. Good people at Kellogg's.
Anyway, Bubba Army store.
Is that your new Toyo tires?
That's my new Toyo tires.
This guy can feel him out, Bubba. I know what he's doing over there.
You give me free stuff, I'll shout you out.
Bubba Army store, Bubba Army shop, Bubba Army merch. That's where all of our merch. We just reordered the backpacks, Lummy. Figured we'd have those ready for school or for whatever. We just reordered the Stanley inspired tumblers.
Yes, those are great.
Those are actually my favorite of all the ones we've made. Those are the ones that I use. They're big, and we're getting low on straw hats, but we're putting a reorder in for straw hats. We're almost out of alpha. And we have plenty of tactical bags left. So that Bubba Army store, Bubba Army merch, Bubba Army shop. Merch Crick Lummy today. This morning when you guys were coming to work, she was loading up stuff to take to the airport.
She looked like she was moving out. But real quick on the tactical bags, Bubba, or not the tactical bags. You know what people love? People love mystery boxes. So why don't, for like a certain price, you put up there and you throw some Bubba Army stuff in there and they get a mystery box. People love it. People just try it. Just you ain't got nothing to lose.
So hold on, help me out here.
Yeah.
Instead of being a dick,
I'm not being a dick.
Be a businessman.
Yep.
What do you charge for the mystery box?
Depends on what you're putting in there and what you want to charge for it.
So what do they have?
I'd say standard $50, and then you get at least $50 worth of merch, and then it could go up to $200.
Yeah, there could be something special in there.
Well, here's what I'm thinking about doing also, which you guys are going to probably laugh at. But, Lummy, I'm trying to get rid of a bunch of stuff, okay?
Yes.
I just got too much stuff. And as I get older and just, I don't need, for instance, the first thing that I'm going to tell you that I'm going to try to resell is because I just put $2,000 into it to get it running, but I think the cream machine's just got to go. Because it's going to be another $2,000 for me to wrap it or paint it.
Now, does someone have a chance to buy it that's already bought it one time before?
No. I mean, no. Hold on. Here's the deal. Yes. If you've
cash money,
but it's cash, and I'm not doing financing, and it probably isn't worth $10,000. It's probably more along the lines of, $5,000 to $7,000.
Can you fit one of those T-birds in the back of it?
I don't know.
Give him one of those too.
You're killing me. So, Lummy, I'm thinking about doing a BRN garage sale. The upstairs pool table.
Yes.
The Bubba Army pool table. Thinking about selling that.
Really?
Thinking about selling. Now this is something that I really don't want to sell, but I don't ever use it. And I'm only hanging on it for emotional value, and it was very expensive because it was custom made. But the Bubba the Love Sponge poker table.
Wow!
Thinking about selling that. Thinking about selling my merch trailer. That we don't go anywhere now mobily to sell merch. So you know what? I might hang on to that because for the Winter Nationals, I just need to get it up to the track.
Can you set up Bubba Army Shop to do auctions?
What do you mean? I don't think you can.
Captain Creamsicle, $25.
Why not? Why not?
Like a blind? No,
not blind. Like a live auction where you have like eBay, but just that way you're not paying fees.
Shopify doesn't do that.
Yeah, That's our engine. That's our store that runs it, so we can't do it.
The poker table was also on a CD cover.
Yeah, on the Kabuki project. Yep. So now I wrote this down to sell it. But I can't. I just can't sell it, Lummy, because I got to take it to Todd Steps and have him rewrap it all in steps. But that's the smart car. I don't really need the smart car, but you know what? If one of the two have to go between the cream machine and the smart car is far more reliable, and you could actually loan it to somebody to drive around. For a loaner vehicle if you need it, or if you guys needed a vehicle, and people automatically think that people would be surprised. Lummy and I,
yes,
and we've done it before. Lummy and I can get in and fit in the smart car. Now you're not going to put nothing. It's only big enough for us two human beings, and you could maybe put 3 or 4 bags of groceries in the very back.
And Riz his is pretty hard in that.
Yeah, well, I've never gotten Riz his in the smart car. So as I was writing down the things I want to sell, I wrote down smart car, and then you automatically was like, I might want to buy it.
Yes, that'd be a great.
No, would that be your daily driver?
Sure,
into work?
It would be.
I mean, it gets 31 or 32 miles to the gallon.
Way better than my 12.
Yeah. So, but
what's the acceleration like on that thing?
Not that great.
Like, let me get onto the highway. Is he at risk of dying?
Yes. No, you're not.
Don't you have a K&N thing in that thing?
No, they don't make K&Ns for that thing.
Don't act like you're interested, Brian.
No, I'm interested for Lummy. Because Lummy, I know Lummy's drive now, and it's pretty far.
So anyway, I don't.
What do you want to do, Bubby? Like, you're going to have people come by and buy this stuff, or you're going to post it online? Like, what kind of garage sale?
I don't know, Seth. I'm just kind of wading through it right now.
Like a Saturday?
I don't know. And you know what? I would also offer any of you guys. Like, Lummy, if you got some stuff, we can have it here.
Oh, great.
Steph and I can set up card tables?
Yes. You guys can set up card tables.
I can sell my old Lightning shirts.
You got any St. Pete Legend stuff left, Seth?
Seth, Seth, you can sell all of that. You could, if you have St. Pete Legend stuff, you could give that to me, and we could run that through the store.
Ooh.
If you wanted us to. That's not a big deal.
Or we can throw those into some mystery boxes.
So let's talk about the mystery box.
Yeah.
What is it? $49.99, and you're gonna at the bare minimum get $50 worth of stuff.
Retail, yes.
Retail. But you could also get, a knife, some
stickers, maybe a tank top,
maybe some sunglasses and a couple ducks. I don't know.
Maybe you get a box of 50 ducks. Maybe that's what you get.
No.
But you get what you get. And that's the mystery of the mystery box.
But you know, I would never screw a guy. Like I'm going to give.
I've heard that about you.
I'm going to give them $50 of good stuff. Like the shirt that I'm wearing right now. I think what's
you
this
can give
retail?
somebody that shirt?
No.
Oh,
I'm
because that might
saying,
have value.
I think this shirt's, what do we sell these for? $24.99.
Yeah.
So let me. I might give them this shirt, another Bubba Army shirt, which would equal probably about $50, and then maybe throw in a dog harness or a straw hat or something.
Well, not something that you're low on inventory with, but yeah.
What about so you know how we have a ton of
by the way, Bubba Army merch
CDs too.
Yeah, some of my
in the back too.
Some of the old you get a Kabuki project.
Yeah.
You get on the chip. You know,
the grand prize would be a Wonka set.
Maybe somebody gets like the Big Girl National Trophy or something like that. You know, you just don't know what you're going to get in a Bubba mystery box, which makes it so exciting.
Yeah,
you might get the podcast table.
Oh, that's funny. Actually,
a big shipping truck arrives at your house.
All of a sudden, hold on.
Where do you want it?
All of a sudden, all of a sudden, you literally have a semi show up, and they have this big dolly. They got to get it out, and there's this big box. And you need a screw gun. I mean, when they sent this to us from China, do you remember how? I mean, they had it all boxed up and everything,
palletized.
So the other thing,
the cream machine rolls up to your house. Yeah. Here's the keys, buddy. The HOA is gonna hate you.
Now the one thing, so within Bubba Army shop, Bubba Army store, Bubba Army merch, it looks like we might be selling some St. Pete Legend stuff. So Seth, whatever you have extra that's new, never been used, give it to me, inventory it, say, hey, here's 10 smalls and 5 larges and 10 extra larges. So, inventory it all.
Okay.
And we'll sell it for you. Give us, blowout pricing.
Yeah, of course.
And so the one thing I'm thinking about doing, Seth, Lummy, and you tell me, or anybody, tell me if this is, I can add any type of category on Bubba Army merch, Bubba Army store, Bubba Army shop. I can add any category I want. Like there could be a St. Pete Legend category. So you hit that, all the St. Pete Legend stuff comes up. I'm thinking about Lummy because over the years, I've, my weight's fluctuated where, I've been as low as 248.5 and I've been as high as 340. And so I have gone from an extra large to a triple X. So that's my sweet spot area. And I got clothes for all of it. I got XL stuff back when it makes me sad to look at that stuff, but XL stuff, I got double XL and I got triple XL, and I even have some 4XL. When I was running even a little bit heavier. Well, these aren't necessarily anything to do with my logo or my brand. These are just clothes that I wore. Just my, from jeans to, I don't have a lot of jeans, but
how much for the 4X shirt?
Well, you making some sales out of them? Your skiff?
Jeez.
It's just better just to let it go off your back, like water off a duck. So I'm thinking about, Lummy, putting like some of my personal clothes in there that I've worn for like dirt cheap. Like, I know I got this extra large.
Bubba, can I tell you not to do that?
No.
Let's not. No.
You don't think Bubba pre-worn clothes?
Mm-mm.
I disagree.
I disagree.
I think a lot of people.
I think
especially I know Bubba's shirts.
And here's the deal, Lummy. He doesn't know how fanatical some fans are, and if there's an extra, I have like it was $125 Jumpman extra large Michael Jordan ensemble with matching top and matching sweat bottoms, black and red, but they're extra large. I'm never going to fit in those. But you're not going to tell me, Lummy, if I didn't list that for $15. If I didn't list that for $15, that somebody wouldn't gobble it up.
Are you talking on your website or a garage sale?
Website.
Oh.
And look at it, and Bubba keeps his shirts very. I think most are always hung up, and they're almost like brand new.
Bubba keeps them, or does Merch Crick keep them?
Merch Crick. I have.
Come on.
I got. Listen, every spare bedroom that I got's full of my clothes that I don't wear anymore. I only wear a certain amount of clothes. So like, I think a Bubba pre-warn section on the website. I mean, you might as well try it.
Yeah.
As much as Brian's saying it's not going to work, I think it will.
I think it will too.
I think the mystery boxes might be a little more successful.
I think the mystery. Why can't you do this Why couldn't I throw one of those in the mystery box?
Throw a pair of your panties in there.
You tell with the mystery box, the one piece of information, Brian, you need to know is what size shirt are they? That's it, right? Because
yeah.
In the mystery box, what size? Well, I'll even put shoe in there too, because Lummy, I got some extra slides.
Yes, you do.
I mean, Brian, what if they got $50 of the stuff and a pair of slides?
They're gonna fly off the shelf. You got to make a limited number of them.
I mean, look at those slides. I mean, Lummy, those are world class right there.
Those are.
Where are we looking?
Right at the camera right now.
You took it off your foot. Sorry, I'm on a little delay.
Look at those.
Those are nice. They match your shirt too. You know how to accessorize, Bubba.
Today I did. So I mean, Lummy, whether I'm monitoring Rumble or whether you're monitoring YouTube or Seth's monitoring YouTube or whatever, I think that
I think even the shirts with like if people ask for the autograph on it too.
Whatever.
A T-shirt worn by Bubba, signed by Bubba.
Well, I mean, in the comment section, you put a comment section if they want it signed or not. I don't think they want it signed. I think it's just going to be regular clothes they're going to want to wear, not necessarily signed by me. I got some nice stuff.
Bubba,
I got some really nice clothes. You think I just take it down to the... Here's what you guys don't understand, the cult-like following of the Bubba Army. There's so many people that want to wear the clothes that I used to wear.
I didn't know. I don't. This is new.
I've always said walk a mile in my shoes.
Seth,
well, now you can.
Seth, here's the deal. You've been on a lot of radio shows, a lot. You've done mornings, you've done afternoons. You've done, I think you would agree that this show defies all logic with regards to the things that and the cult-like following that this show garners and how it can pretty much financially support itself without getting a paycheck from corporate.
I agree, Bubba. The people are fanatical about this show, but I think you start to reach that line when you say that people want to wear the clothes that you've been wearing.
Bubba, I'm going to have him put up a poll.
What should Bubba put?
Would you buy some of Bubba's lightly worn shirts?
Like I think
no, clothing.
Oh, so it's okay.
Not shirts.
Okay.
Well,
these could be jeans. These could be.
Do you think it makes a difference, the article shirt versus jeans?
I think I'm gonna list it all.
Dungarees.
I'm gonna list it all. It's not a grab bag of clothes.
What type of jeans are you rocking? Are they Levi's? Are they Wranglers? Are they Dickies?
Seth, I don't know.
I've never seen you wear jeans.
That's why they're so rare. You better pick them up.
Those have got to be new with tags on them still.
I got a lot of clothes with tags on them.
NWT is how they list it on eBay.
I got a lot of clothes that I got leather jackets. I got
Wilson's fine leathers.
Let me like the leather jacket. Remember that one famous picture of me walking out of Howard's studio?
Oh, yes.
When I was looking the best, and I had that serious cap on with my leather jacket. I can't fit in that leather jacket. I'd sell that leather jacket for like $25. So
8 cows died to make that jacket.
It was a $400 jacket I'd sell for.
Mitch the Mark wants that Jumpman suit. He'd pay top dollar.
Well, that was the one thing. If it's in good condition, Bubba, some of that vintage Nike like track suits and stuff, they can go for hundreds of dollars if you look on eBay.
Yeah, so I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, price them right.
Now, so what about? I'm going to price them so ridiculously low that you got to buy it.
Can you bring the stuff that you're looking to unload tomorrow on the show so we can kind of price it out?
How about a Bubba fashion show where you try them all on for one last time?
No. How about this?
I like that.
How about Seth? How about tomorrow?
Yes.
I bring a few examples of what I would put up. I bring a couple examples of what I would put up. And then
that works.
And then people, and you got to understand, like for instance, everything would just be so. I mean, Brian, everything would be at least 85% off what I paid for. I mean, like if I paid $400 for a leather jacket, I'm going to sell that jacket for $50, $49, $43, $42.
I mean, it's a going out of business sale, Bubba.
Right. I mean, like I just want to get rid of all of it. I was telling Merch Crick, I was like, look at my closet. I don't wear half of this stuff. I'm not going to wear half of this stuff. I'm not.
What if you lose a lot of weight and then you're having to buy a whole new wardrobe because you sold all your XL clothes for $3 a piece?
Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be a great problem to have?
You're right. That's a golden problem.
Like, for instance, I mean, it's like saying, you know what? Oh my God, we got to build a bigger parking lot because we can't fit as many people want to come into our restaurant. Right?
No, you're right.
I mean, that'd be like you saying, oh my God, you know what? I got to hire 4 more attorneys because our caseloads are just through the roof. I can't handle them all. So I'm just saying, I've often thought that, I mean, probably my biggest star crush is Brett Favre.
Yes.
If Brett Favre wore 3X, and it wasn't, he's a 3X tall like you are, but he wore like 3, and he was selling some of his clothes for $10 and $15 for a Brett Favre, 3, I'd go buy it. I mean, I'd go buy it in a minute.
Yeah.
We all would.
You know we would.
Babyface all over it.
I mean, he might, Brian, but I mean, I still don't think that means that there would be an overwhelming amount of people, like a Black Friday sale, rushing to the Brett Favre site.
43% of people on YouTube chat said they will absolutely buy some of Bubba's lightly worn
All right,
clothes.
so I mean, and they never get. That's like winning. 43%'s like winning for me. Hello, who's this?
Hey, what's up, Bubba? It's Pro Wrestler 91.
Hey, how you doing, buddy? Pro Wrestler 91.
Not so well, and I'll tell you why. But first off, I don't want to get anybody down. Love you guys. Love you, Bubba. But Brian, I have a question for you. I'll get to it later. But Bubba, I would absolutely buy mystery box. I'd buy various ones, and man, that would be awesome.
Well, I'm gonna put up. I'm gonna put up the mystery box probably today. And then or tomorrow, and Brian, and then I'm going to. I'm still under advisement as to whether I'm going to do the Bubba previously worn clothes section.
Oh heck yeah, 100%. I'd buy it.
Yeah, I mean, if I had like Lummy, I got if you're a Packer fan, I got all kinds of Packer gear, brand new sweatshirts, brand new warm up jackets, brand new all kinds of things that I can't fit in anymore that I would sell for $10 and $15 just to get them out of here.
It's the Bubba Salvation Army.
There you go. So continue on, sir, real quickly.
Wow. Yeah, real quick, and straight to the point. Sorry. I just found out, guys, in Cuzzos out in the world that everybody knows me. I just found out I've got a year to live. My organs are shutting down, but not to get anybody down. But I love you guys. And
hold on, buddy. How do you say not to get anybody down? That's the most horrible news I've heard yet.
I know,
because I'm positive. I'm positive about it. With me being a retired pro wrestler, dude. I'm ready to go.
All right, so hold on. What have they diagnosed you? So that with only giving you a year to live, because Brian's obviously real smart about this stuff too.
Right. So my organs are shutting down because my neuropathy that I've had since I was 25 and I'm 54 has moved up into my organs. So my organs are slowly not working, and some are starting to shut down. So the only thing that would keep me alive is getting put on an organ transplant. And you know how that works. Never works. And many surgeries ahead just to prolong it maybe another extra year. And I've chosen not to. I'm okay with it. Me and my wife went to the doctors, my PCP yesterday. I had to fill out all my legal documents with the state of Ohio. Got what's called a DNRCC, which is continued care. So I'm going to be in a hospice care, but not in a hospital, because I want to be at home when all this goes down. But I'm getting, we're getting all our stuff in order. I love you guys. I just want you guys to know I love you guys. And Bubba, you've gotten me through so much, and so have you, Lummy, and stuff. And I appreciate everything Dr. Dan has done for me, connecting me with attorneys when I was trying to go through that lawsuit and everything. But Bubba, I love you. Mystery boxes are going to rule. They're going to rock. I'll buy at least 2 of them. So I would definitely say, hey, how many do you want to buy? Because a lot of mystery boxes do that. I'm just telling you from experience. If you need any advice, Lummy knows how to get a hold of me. I'm sure, Babyface already knows too. He can definitely help you with that. But they are definitely awesome to have.
Well, we're gonna do mystery boxes from Brian's suggestion, and then your reaffirmation that it's going to be great. But more importantly, we are really, we're very smart ass. We make fun of each other, but we're very, all of us are very taken back by your news, and it just really sucks that I can't even I can't even give you any words to explain how sorry I am.
Okay, Bubba, I'm okay with it, and you know what? And I want the Bubba Army to know. I love all my friendships I have with like Kenny Powers and Bob Evans and just all those guys, all the regulars that have shown me nothing but love since I joined the chats. I've listened to you forever, but the chats, I love that option, and I listen to you on YouTube. That's the platform I listen on because it's the best in my opinion. And but Bubba, you just keep rocking, Bubba. I have all the confidence that you will make it into the Radio Hall of Fame.
No, I won't.
I promise you.
Like Pete Rose did. That's how I'm going to make it.
The day he
does. But I hope.
Yeah.
I'm praying, dude. I really do.
Well, listen,
I really hope you make. You deserve it. But I love you guys.
Pro Wrestler 62. Do me a favor. As time progresses, check in with us if you have the ability to call and the strength to talk, and you are still able to communicate. I don't want this to be the last time we speak. I'd like to speak to you more often, and I'll
get a hold of Lummy.
And so
I know how to get a hold of Lummy.
Contact us, keep us posted. And, we're really, really, really thinking about you, Pro Wrestler 62.
I appreciate it, man. And Lummy, thank you for all the love you've given me over the months.
Oh, yeah.
And
sorry to
communication we've had. You've been a true friend.
All right, my friend. Good talking to you. Thank you.
Be safe, guys. You have a great day.
Kind of puts, things in perspective a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean.
Well, it makes you know you got to sell those shirts as soon as you can, because you never know when your last day is going to be, so.
Right, so makes what better way to sell them than to offer them over the internet for everybody to have access to them, rather than just offering them here at a physical only garage sale, and you have to be here to get it. Why not offer them online for everybody to be able to pick them up, including a guy that's got a year left to live, who said, Lummy, he's going to buy multiple mystery boxes. Yes. And we will have to give, Lummy, maybe in the description of the mystery box, we'll call it the Brian.
No, don't do that. There will be people who won't buy it because of that. Yeah,
because they hate you.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think you'll sell any more if you.
Probably sell less, actually.
Yeah.
If we name it after you. But forever be known that it was Brian's idea for the mystery box. We're going to do that. And Lummy, what's the poll showing right now with regards to my slightly used
45% yes.
That Brian, by by poll standards, that's pretty good for me. I usually don't. They hate me. They hate me, and I'm usually in the 20s or 30s. So,
have we ever run the poll? Do you like Bubba?
I would be afraid to run that poll.
Because I would need to run those numbers against these numbers, just really kind of see what kind of business plan we have here.
Maybe tomorrow, Lummy, we can open up a poll saying, do you really do you like Bubba?
Bubba, just imagine you go on the air going 87% of the people listening to this show hate me.
Seth, don't give him any ideas.
Let's run that poll.
You said let's run it?
Yeah. Mach, do it.
No, well, yeah, we just have Gary sets it up. So.
Gary, whatever.
All right, so Lummy, I think we're gonna go ahead and offer the pre-worn Bubba clothes online. It might take a while for the merch crick to get. I can't list all of them, but I can just put them up in I can put them up maybe like in increments of 20. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
20 different pieces.
But I don't want to get into a whole long bit about it. But since you're unloading a bunch of stuff, are you really not going to sell Reggie White pants? You really want to sell your shirts $10-20 at a time, but you can get a few grand for those pants?
I heard it was $5,000.
Well, no, I'm just saying.
Well, whatever it is, get your money.
Yeah, I'm just saying. There's a chunk of money sitting there.
Yeah,
when do you think those are never going up in value?
They're for
Bubba?
sale. They're for sale.
Okay.
Somebody offer me.
Just list them on Bubba Army merch.
Lummy did it in hierarchy. He said he offered me $5,000 for him.
He was a little different. I think I'll text you his price.
Serious offers only, people.
I'm not taking less than $5,000.
Okay.
So
my God.
I'm just saying. If you want to pay me $5,000 for the last pair of pants that Reggie White ever worn as a professional athlete,
how much is the cream machine? $5,000. How much is the show table? $5,000.
But I'm not trying to get it on a squirrel, but people were asking, like, on the pool table stuff, would they be able to buy just pool table, like the sticks, and have the autograph them?
Can they just buy the 8-ball?
I'd like to sell
I'll sell them an 8-ball.
I'd like to sell them the pool table as a complete set, Lummy. The table, the balls, the rack, the pool cues, the chalk, all of that. Rather than I'm now piecing out, people are just buying pool cues.
A lot of the ladies in chat are asking to buy my blouses.
If you liked that segment, then you'll definitely like the new redesigned BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back to the Bubba the Love Sponge show after this.
Alex Stein, prime time, pimp on the blimp, standing by.
Good morning, Bubba. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. It looks like you literally just got out of bed. You just got out of bed.
I did about 3 minutes ago because I woke up this morning at 6 a.m. to the restroom and let the dog out, and then I went back to sleep. So I did one of those. Usually I stay up, but I went back.
Usually
to sleep,
when that happens, you just got to really lay down for the long haul and get that. Well, you slept till damn near 9 o'clock, probably.
Right? I did, and I got to get on the grind now. I got a lot to do today, but Bubba, we got to talk about the elephant in the room. Everybody's been talking about the heat, that we had 2 weeks ago.
We don't got heat. We had heat. It's just that it's not.
I think it was disrespectful.
It's not worth rehashing because we're going to get no progress. So it's better for you to know that I was mad. You probably understand why. I do a different type of show than you do. You're a debater and not a long form monologue type guy. You're more of a.
Are you saying he's beneath you, Bubba?
Nope, not at all.
That's what he's saying. Exactly what he's saying. No, but keep going. I want to hear this thing because I didn't realize John Morgan was such a big deal. But keep going.
John, I've known John for 25 years. He's done some favors, some 6-figure favors for me. He obviously, the one time I got a chance to say hi and spend a few minutes on the phone with, even though you think he's a scumbag, being able to talk to a former president, even for just a few minutes, is kind of cool.
It is cool. It is cool. I would like to meet even Joe Biden or Bill Clinton.
Especially because he was on the Lolita Express.
Yeah, right. I'm not, when I say that, you and I do two different things. I do long form monologue radio, and you do more gotcha type, debating kind of deal. That's not meant to be disrespectful or a comparison. It's just what it is. It's what it is. I do a 4-hour show and you do a 2-hour show. And
I do a 1-hour show actually. But you are right. But this is one thing though, Bubba, and he was not. We should have given him, told him, hey, look, Alex works at this conservative network, this and that. But if he is going to run for governor, he's going to get much harder questions than that.
And absolutely. And John's not mad. He's not reached out to me and said that was bull crap.
And in 30 years, he's probably heard that complaint a million times about.
But I just would have, as I would have, if I had somebody laying in the bushes for you that was on the microphone and you didn't know about it, you could very well say, Bubba, why'd you have a guy laying in the bushes for me?
I wouldn't. I would slice the guy up. I would love it. I would welcome it. I welcome that.
I understand that, but I have too much respect for John. I have too much respect for you. I got too much respect for a handful, Tony Stewart, Dion, some of the people I could potentially have that are friends, and that I wouldn't want to blindside with something that they're not prepared for. I at least should have been able to introduce you as a person that's in the studio who works for Glenn Beck, who is, ultra right wing, and he has a couple questions for you. I just wish I could have formatically done it that way rather than the very abrasive. You came in hard. You weren't letting them off the hook. You were, and so I that's it. And it's not.
Why did it? Okay, so John Morgan was cool. There was never really any issue with that. And Stein, apologized for everything. But there was a hangover of you still being upset.
Just on the the respect or lack of respect aspect of it. Alex knows that he is in that league of people that I talk about, the people that I respect, the Deion Sanders, the Tony Stewarts, the John Morgans. He's in that league of people, and I'm old school, obviously, and I just wish I thought it was a little disrespectful to bonsai my show when I didn't even know that Alex was going to be on the air that day or at the time.
Yeah, because I was still in bed. That was true. There was a little bit of a snafu with that. But this is the thing.
Had I had you in here since 8, and I knew you were present, and I knew you were participating, I could have maybe alerted John to your presence. And listen, again, none of what you said upset him. None of what you said is a problem to him. It was just a problem to me because he's my friend and I didn't want to upset him.
Well, also, Macho brings up a good point, is that also another thing that probably upsets you a little more is that Stein was supposed to come in later in the week, and we probably could have hashed this all out, but Stein wasn't able to make it due to traffic.
Can I jump in? It's funny that you guys say this. Is I don't get to live in beautiful Tampa. I live in Dallas, Texas, a real concrete jungle with Hispanic people that I constantly have to dodge with my car. So when I go to Tampa, it's finally like I'm on a vacation. I get to look at the beach. I don't look at the beach every day. I don't ever see a beach. You guys see the beach every day. I don't get to take the beach for granted. So when I go there for 2 days, let me go enjoy Tampa for 2 days.
But enjoy it when you know that you're not supposed to be on the show. The show's only a 4-hour window, and you can enjoy the beach far better.
Wait, no,
I understand that, but I'm at the Seminole Hard Rock. I'm up till 3 in the morning on a damn Dragon Link slot machine, fighting for my life all night. Okay, so sometimes in the morning I'm not going to be 100%. Was that impulsive? Should I have been on the slot machine? Should I have been on the roulette table? Should I have been yelling at Asian people at the baccarat table?
Should have been all that and more. But you should have. You probably go ahead, Lummy. Go ahead, because I know you want to say something.
Oh no, I was just saying I was trying to give Stein the out by saying he was stuck in traffic, but now it seems like he was on the beach.
Well, no, it was because by the time we got out, by the time we drove out there,
beach and casinos. But those are 2 soft spots for him too.
Yeah,
beach and casinos, and we got them both. So you're not going to necessarily get the most attentive Alex Stein when he's here. I get it.
That's what I'm saying. You guys are trying to villainize me. It's nothing to do with you. I don't get to go to Tampa. I don't have casinos in Texas. I don't have any of this stuff in Texas. We have nothing. Literally, I had to go to city council meetings for fun to yell at mayors. We literally, and I'm not complaining about Dallas. I'm just saying, going to Tampa, it's much different. It's an actual vacation. It's like going to a real place, and compared to Dallas, so there's nothing going on other than maybe a concert. So yes, I'm at the casino acting bad. Yes, I'm acting. And then by the time we did get up, we got out of bed at 8 a.m. It was 45 minutes to go from the 8 miles from the Seminole to the studio because traffic was so bad because the whatever 45, whatever that highway is screwed up.
45.
Hey, Bubba,
what is it? 5? I don't even know what is it.
75. Tuttle's got an observation.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but I'm about the bonsai Alex Stein here.
Okay, go ahead. He's ready for it.
Can he hear me?
Yes, of course
Alex?
he can. Yes.
Okay, so
I can't hear him.
Oh, you can't hear him? Hold on here. Let me see here. Let me hit. Let me see. Couch. Can you say something, Tuttle?
Check.
Can you?
I got him. I got you live and clear, Tuttle.
All right, perfect. Go ahead, Tuttle. Go ahead.
I want to ask what ended up happening, Alex. Why did you completely sell me out? I had worked on clearing my schedule about doing a bit with you while you were in town.
Tuttle, I sent you 5 different text messages.
No, you did not,
Tuttle.
Alex, you did not. Alex, stop playing. I swear to God, you didn't.
Hold on.
This isn't even Tuttle.
Tuttle, don't call him a liar. Just
no,
say,
he is. He's already talking over me and everything. And I'm sorry.
Tuttle.
Tuttle, I texted you this Sunday, May 18th. I sent you the damn thing to the meeting. You didn't even respond. Go to your text message right now. Go to your May 18th text message, Tuttle.
That's all he does is talk over you.
All right, go ahead.
That's all he does.
All right, go ahead.
So, Alex, you send me one text with the county council meeting information. That did not tell me when I needed to be there.
Yeah, you didn't respond to the text message, Dodo Bird. Maybe if you would have given me a response, I could have given you more information. How many text messages do I need to send you if I want to talk to you? Does it take more than one text message, Tuttle? Do I need to text you more than one time? You can't even give me the respect to respond to my one text message, so you're going to sit here and try to job me out? When I'm the one that texted you, I got the text messages, I got the receipts, so I'm not going to sit here and play little games, Tuttle. I texted you, so don't come on the air and say, oh, I didn't text you. No, do not lie, Tuttle, because when I get to Tampa and I go to Orlando, then I am gonna have a problem, because I'm gonna take your phone, I'm gonna show you where the text messages are, and I'm gonna shove that phone right up there where they shoved all that other stuff when they did that jack-off game.
Oh, no. Yeah. Holy, that got intense.
Also, Alex, you are a user. You disrespect Bubba all the time. You completely job him out on a regular basis.
Now hold on.
Is this a gimmick? This is a work. This is a work. This is a work.
Biggest hypocrite known to man.
Hold on. Let me talk. It's my show.
Is Paige your beard?
This does feel.
Hold on. Whoa. Paige said he was upset too.
Stop. Everybody stop.
Oh man.
Because everybody is ganging up on Alex right now, and it feels like we're laying in the bushes for him, and that's exactly.
No, it doesn't feel very good, does it, Alex?
No, Tuttle.
Shut up, Tuttle. I'm not going to deal with a developmentally disabled adult like you with a serious drinking problem that still has fetal alcohol syndrome as an adult. Okay, Tuttle. So listen. First of all, I didn't job anybody out though. Okay, hold on.
You wouldn't say that to my face. You wouldn't.
Tuttle,
you got 50 pounds on me, and you wouldn't say that. You're the biggest hypocrite I've ever seen.
Tuttle, I'm going to come up there, and I'm going to twist you like a pretzel next time I get to Tampa. I'm going to twist you out, and Macho's not going to protect you. Lummy's not going to protect you. Bubba's not going to protect you.
Pussy.
The only thing that's going to protect you is the sweet sounds of you entering heaven. That's the only thing that will protect you.
I don't believe in heaven. I'm not some holy roller like you are that believes in some fake God.
Tuttle, everybody, please be quiet. Let me speak. It's my show. Tuttle, why are you bonsaiing
because nobody else is standing up for you, Bubba.
Tuttle, all you had to do is upon his first text that tells you the information about the meeting.
What am I supposed to do? I'm tired of people wanting me to do stuff and not sending me info.
You know what? Tuttle, you're really getting on my last nerve right now. So you need to back it down a notch.
Well, I'm
trying to navigate through this with two irate friends, two irate contributors to the show. Let me navigate through this. Tuttle, when a guy sends you the information of a meeting that you guys have kind of semi-agreed to meet upon, just an acknowledgement of thanks, got it, is all that is really what you should do. Thank you, Alex, I got it. At that point, then he can engage you more so about what the particulars could be, but you can't hang him out with not even returning got your information. At that point, he has no idea if you're participating, if you just want to know the information.
Did you feel, Tuttle, because I talked to Tuttle a little bit, and he was
That's information I could have found on the internet on my own. He could have easily texted me and said, hey, I need you at the county council.
He texted you the information.
I did text you.
It's your responsibility.
Is this a work? This can't be real.
It's a horrible work if it is. And here's the deal, Tuttle. If I was to send you that information, would you acknowledge me?
If you would have sent me a text instead of sending me a link to something that I don't even know what the hell it is.
Okay, when I at least...
First of all, time out. Tuttle, you had a lot of context to what that link was. You knew about what that link was. I said, I'm going to send you this link. You didn't respond to that.
I thought you were a professional.
Tuttle. You would respond to... whatever Alex sent you with regards to that information with that municipal meeting, if I had sent that to you, you would have sent back to me, your boss, guy that you work with on the air, you would have said, Bubba, now am I supposed to be there? What time do I get there? What do you want me? What are we doing? We haven't written anything. Do you got me a camera guy? Do I wear the whites for Warren shirt? Like you would, that would have initiated that. Hold on. I threw the tether out to you. Then I'm expecting one back. I'm expecting one back.
You also would have, instead of just sending me a random link to something that I could have looked up my own.
Tuttle, I have to cut you off. Tuttle, real quick. real quick, what does the word random mean to you? What does the word random? Does random mean the meeting that we've been talking about for the past 2 weeks? A link to that? Does that seem random to you? Because I'm worried about your memory, because we talked about this for 2 weeks. So I sent you a link to a meeting that we talked about for 2 weeks. How would that all of a sudden meeting be so random?
On the air,
yeah, on the air. We talked about it for 2 weeks, and then I send you a link to that meeting, and you're like,
"Would you not?"
Meeting? Oh my God! Oh,
this is horrible.
I know.
This is horrible.
This can't be real. This can't be real.
Tuttle, you're making Alex's appearance horrible.
Yeah.
If you got a problem with him, Tuttle, then deal with it between you and him and keep it off my airwaves, because I personally, Tuttle, my ruling on the deal, and maybe everybody else can go out throughout the room, Seth and Lummy and maybe Macho Man. Hold on, Tuttle. Don't nobody interrupt. Everybody's going to have their own opportunity to speak. I don't think that Alex did anything wrong. I think you owed Alex a text back. That's what I feel. And I think that you're dying on the wrong hill right now. Lummy, what do you think? Now, hold on. We're gonna go. We're gonna go out throughout the room, and everybody. Listen, there's no right or wrong answer. Rule however you want. We're all friends. We're gonna stay friends. We're gonna remain friends. When Tuttle's here on Wednesdays, I'm still gonna have Alex on. We'll wade through this. We'll get through it. Lummy, what's your ruling? You heard my ruling.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think knowing that Stein is a very busy person, that the way he sent it was at least acknowledging that Tuttle. So he sent it out. I think Tuttle should have responded with, like, hey, what time, what location, expanded on it, and not just kind of blew off the text. Which
I mean, Tuttle, you could have literally said, "Got it. Tell me more." I mean, you could have literally said that. Got it. Give me some more data.
Or said, "What is this?" or something.
And that's why I thought. That's why I thought he didn't want to go, because I sent this on Sunday, May 18th, 2 days or the day before the meeting, and he still didn't respond. So I'm like,
no, hold on. I got one other person who's, I'm sure has a great opinion about this, and that would be.
Real quick, but before the other person, I want to get their opinion though. But remember, I also had to bring Joey C, who did shout out Bubba Army at Clearwater. So once again, even without Tuttle there, I still was able to put in the legwork and get somebody else to go speak and still shout out Bubba Army, even without Tuttle not responding. So I was still able to accomplish a task and shout out Bubba at the meeting, even without you not responding. So that's how proactive I am. I have levels. If the first level fails, I have a second level. Go ahead.
Seth Kushner, your opinion on all this nonsense.
Well, I know that Tuttle was, in the weeks leading up to Alex coming here, I talked to Tuttle a little bit, and he had told me that they were going to work on some things. And I know that Tuttle was very, very excited. So I believe that Tuttle thought that it was going to be more than it was, and there was going to be more involvement and more details. And I think maybe that's why he feels like he was rejected, or he was hung out to dry. I think he thought it would be a little bit.
Seth, how can I hang him out to dry when I texted Tuttle on Sunday? I texted him. The communication was not me.
No, I'm explaining just where I think that he's coming from. I think when I had talked to him a few weeks ago, I thought that it was going to be you and him that were going to be doing, a ton of things together.
And I texted him on Sunday, just starting the conversation. It's not my job to text him 6 different times. If I text Tuttle one time, Tuttle should respond to that.
What, Tuttle?
Nothing. It's, you know what? I'm the bad guy. Bubba, you
are the bad guy. You are the bad guy this time, because Tuttle, I like you. I'm a Tuttle mark. You're picking the wrong guy to fight with, because I'm a guy that would potentially always have your back.
Boss?
What's that?
Would he just send a random link to his cokehead boss at the Blaze?
Are you talking about Glenn Beck?
Yeah.
He's and when I send a random link to my boss at the Blaze, okay, first of all, Tuttle, I hate to break it to you, we aren't co-workers. I'm not your boss. We are friends on a podcast, okay? So our parasocial relationship, I think maybe you might have a misinterpretation of our friendship.
I have no misinterpretation. I
now
think
you're Glenn Beck, I'm your boss. I sent you a message. I want you to come with me. You didn't respond. You live in Orlando. I understand that, it's probably not that easy to just drive 2 hours and just come straight to Clearwater and speak at the meeting. I sent you the text messages. I had 10 different things going on. I'm not going to sit there and change it.
His time is more important than mine. So, I'm wrong.
Theoretically it is, because I charge more for my time. It's not that I'm worth more than you. It's that I value my time differently than you. That is a fact.
Tuttle.
It's a fact.
You're on a real slippery slope right now that you don't want to be on. I just want to tell you that. You do not want to.
And Tuttle, I'm not John Morgan. John Morgan's running for governor. I'm not running for crap because I'll come to Tampa and I will throw you into the Gulf of America and I will watch you get eaten by a shark.
But Tuttle, I don't know. I don't know what changed on Real Fast and why you decided to get all this heat. I didn't have obviously a problem with it. I had forgiven Alex, and we'll work out our indifferences. But for you, to me, it's like you're getting cheap heat on something where fundamentally, when text goes text, return, text, return, text, return, much like all communications. And so when he sends out an initial text about a potential thing that you guys might be doing, and you don't acknowledge it at all, I don't know how anybody else can see it any other way that it's not his fault. And that you that you roll up in here and call him a fake and a fraud and a one-way and a user and all that kind of deal. And, I don't feel that way. You may. But I feel as if you're fighting something that you're not on solid ground with. Now, if you had some real Alex Stein situation, I'd be listen, my loyalty is to you, Tuttle. I've known you longer, but I'm going to call it the way I see it. And the way that I see it is that he tried to incorporate you by giving you the information, and you didn't have any more correspondence with him. Is it his job to say, did you get that? Are you ghosting me?
Were you upset at that point, Tuttle? Did you feel like that you would have had you were expecting to hear from him before that text?
I mean, just a little bit of, hey, this is what we're doing, instead of just a goddamn link to just some random thing that I could have found on my own.
Okay, Tuttle, quit calling it random. We were on the air for weeks talking about this meeting, and then I send you a link to a meeting. Do you understand the definition of random? Okay, random is not something we talked about for 2 weeks. So if I send you a link to a meeting, it's the meeting that we've been talking about. Like, I'm not mad. I'm just saying, when you keep calling something random, when it's not random, that's making me more upset than you getting mad at me. Because if I would have sent you a link to a meeting in Albuquerque, New Mexico, that may have been random. But sending you a link to a meeting that we've talked about for multiple weeks on a date that I'm going to be in town, that's not random. That's very specific. It's the opposite of random.
You're right, and I'm just gonna bow down because I know that Bubba's mad at me and stuff.
No,
and
it's not.
I'm just gonna let it go.
It's not bowing down. It's just
no, we're not even need to bow down. You don't have to apologize to me. I'm not even mad. I'm just more confused, Tuttle, because at 1 minute I'm like, this guy's
You shouldn't
sharp.
be confused. It's pretty plain and simple.
What?
Okay, then why didn't you respond to my text messages? That's a simple thing. Why didn't you respond?
Do I have this now every Wednesday uncomfortableness when I have Alex on?
No, because I'm a good employee and I listen to what you tell me what to do. If you want me, I can play nice and do whatever it is. I think.
Hold on. You know what you just did?
What?
What he did. What he got in trouble and got mad. You just did what he did.
John Morgan. You just did the John Morgan ambush.
I had no.
It's not very good, is it?
Tuttle, hold on. I had no.
Because you did it, Tuttle. That's why.
Tuttle, I had no idea you were going to do this. You pulled this one completely out of your ass. You are engaging a friend and a guest of the show that I'm not familiar with. Lummy, you as the executive producer should be.
Lummy's getting blamed.
No, but I mean, at the end of the day,
for what?
I mean, I think we all need to stick together, and I think that somebody needs to take Tuttle aside and say, this fake heat or whatever type of heat you're trying.
I don't think it was fake. And not that we're going to sit around and talk about our feelings, and not that I don't want to speak for Tuttle, but I think that Tuttle was somewhat hurt, and that turned into being.
No, how many times do I need to text Tuttle without him responding to me? How can I hurt him?
Alex,
I messaged him first. I'm confused.
I'm just trying to shed some more light.
I'll piss you off again and say
random.
But
it's like he dumped me, but he's mad at me. You understand that I said, hey, hello, this is the meeting. Can I get a response?
Well, hold on. Let's unwind it a little bit further, and let's not forget that this just wasn't a random text that Alex sent. This was a random text with the information about stuff we had spoke about on the air. We had talked about it for a week or two about this particular meeting and this particular series of events. So it wasn't even a random text that just appears out of nowhere. No. It's kind of validating and backing up and verifying the meeting that we have been speaking about prior.
What did it verify? He could have easily just texted me and said, hey, I need you at the Clearwater County Council or whatever it is at 1 p.m.
That was implied. I didn't think I had to say that. If you would have given me
hold on. That was probably coming once you acknowledged that you got that.
So I gotta acknowledge just a link to something that I could have looked up.
You have to respond in a professional setting. You have to respond.
Is this how you run Pimp on a Blimp on your own? You just
yes,
send
when
people
I'm making content, when I'm making content or making a video, whether you're on my set or you're on a movie set, communication is key.
Unlike anything that I do. I text out. What's the first thing that every one of you? I put hey.
Yep.
I put hey.
Yeah.
Make sure you
Bubba
respond.
Always does that.
I put hey. And then you know what?
I hate that because I think I'm in trouble.
I know, me too.
And here, I don't get into the topic. I just went, hey, that establishes that I'm trying to contact you.
I would have replied to that.
Okay, well,
Alex would have said, hey,
that was his hey. That was his
no,
hey.
It's not.
Okay, Tuttle. All right. It's
Tuttle, it's cheap heat. I'll forgive you though.
And Tuttle, here's the thing.
You're a hypocrite for calling saying cheap heat.
Not only is it cheap, but it's dumb. Like you're so much better a worker than that.
I didn't even do anything to you, Tuttle. I wanted you to be there. I'm mad at you. If anybody should be mad, I should be mad at you. But
Tuttle,
I have empathy for you.
Tuttle,
I don't need your empathy, dude. You don't give a damn about me.
Tuttle.
That's not the case at all. I texted you, Tuttle. Remember this. I texted you the information expecting you to give me a response back. You didn't respond, so I thought maybe you're busy. Maybe you're in Orlando. Maybe you're trying to get back together with your wife. I had no idea.
Tuttle, let me just tell you this. I got to say goodbye to Alex. Tuttle, you are not bettering yourself with me right now. And this is the old Tuttle that I absolutely despise and don't want to work with. This cheap heat, stupid. Like if it was a bona fide, really, really clear cut high spot, I'm all about it because you're not afraid. You're not afraid to bring heat to anybody, and for that I like you. But this is cheap, stupid. You know, like this is why you're not. You've been fired for almost every radio job because you go down some of these stupid. You fight some of these stupid battles. You know, maybe you're trying to get thrown off the show. Maybe you're not man enough to text me and say I can't do Wednesdays anymore because they are messing up my work schedule. I get that. I would understand that, and I could go with it. But if you're bonsaiing my guest on over something that, quite frankly, you're not in the right about. You're just not. Just law. You're not.
Well, Tuttle, let me tell you this, and this is one thing you're gonna learn, and I learned this, and because I am, even though I know sometimes it feels like I'm one way, but what happened, what you did today is, and I did it with you. There's no good deed goes unpunished. I try to, help you out, and I tried to include you, but I guess I didn't include you enough, so you got mad at me. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to do a good deed for Bubba, trying to, job me out in front of Bubba, but it looks stupid. It was not real heat, and now you've hurt yourself. So you trying to do a good deed this morning, trying to defend Bubba, has just made you look much dumber, Tuttle. And I did message you.
Hold on.
Like
and here's this. I agree with what Alex just said. You just jobbed yourself out with me. Like,
are you being for real, Bubba? Like,
yeah, I mean, that was a battle I didn't ask you to fight. I didn't ask you to fight that battle. If I'd taken you aside today earlier and said, hey, listen, you know what? Alex does me dirty, and I think he's one-way Alex, and I like for you to, once we get him on and establish, I want you to bonsai him a little bit with leaving you one text and leaving you out to dry. Had I had that conversation, this would have been different, but I didn't have that conversation because I don't think that him leaving you a text about the information that you guys potentially might need, I think a respectful thank you or got it, I think something like that was needed from you so that he could potentially go down the path of what else is needed to be done. I need you here by this time. I need you this and that. Do you got a cameraman? Is Merch Crick going to come as a camera? Do you got one of those wireless mics? You know, where do you want to meet? Do you want to meet at the studios a half an hour before? But just a straight ghosting.
Here,
I cannot rule against Alex for that.
Here, okay. So, and this is probably, but you know what? I'm probably going to die on this hill, and you guys could probably be mad at me all you want to.
I'm not mad at all, Tuttle. I want you to know I'm not mad at you one bit.
Oh no.
But Alex Stein and the Whites for Warren thing are on the same level. No preparedness at all. Nobody is getting me the info that I need. I didn't find out that the meeting was canceled until I reached out.
Don't confuse the two. Because Whites for Warren has nothing to do.
I know Whites for Warren. I saw that bit, but that's Okeechobee, right?
That's and the meeting got canceled, and we are short staffed. And Erica had to go to the doctor's office 2 days for some certain procedures.
But Okeechobee will have meetings every 2 weeks, so that's not that big a deal, right?
And you could register the week of, so the day of.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
what's you got going on, Alex?
I got a lot going on, and I'll be actually in Tampa very soon to kick Tuttle's butt. I'm emceeing the Young Republicans of Florida in Sarasota, so I will be. And I ordered a gift for Bubba to the studio, so you guys need to be on the lookout for that. I don't want somebody to job out that gift I got. But no, everything's good. And Tuttle, everything's good with you. I don't know why you're trying to get this cheap heat, but
I'm good, man. I'm making more money than I've ever made in my life, so I'm doing pretty good.
Okay. And he's got 3 cats, so Alex is obviously a cat lover. You guys got that going.
I want you to have money. I hope you have a lot of money, Tuttle. And once again, I wanted to include you. Really, I'm the one that should be mad because you ignored my text messages. So I just want that. But I'm not going to be mad because you're my friend.
I'm the a-hole.
Tuttle, do you feel better at all after talking to Steiner? Do you feel still pretty worked up?
It should probably feel worse.
I'm just straight down the middle. It's like I could either go either really poorly or really great. So it's like
why didn't you respond to the text though? Why not respond to the text? I know you got the text.
How about you send me a little bit more information instead of stuff that I could find on my own?
We're talking in circles now, and I'm running late. Alex, I'll be in touch.
I thought you were smarter than that, Tuttle. I'm sorry that I overestimated you. I apologize. I'll never do that again.
Degree at LSU
I will
doesn't make you smart.
No. Okay, well, do you have a degree from anywhere?
No, I got my AA from DBCC, so I'm good with that.
Did you get a high school degree?
Yes, I did. DBCC is a community college. To get into community college, you got to have a high school degree, dumbass.
Okay.
Is that a real high school degree, or is that some sort of, like homeschool certification, gimmick deal? Or is it a real?
Alex,
did you walk on a stage?
I'll text you later.
Did you walk on a stage?
Obviously, me and Tuttle probably need to speak privately. So,
no, I'm fine with Tuttle. Tuttle wanted some cheap heat, and he got it.
Yeah, he did. Right. And we're running late. Alex, talk to you soon.
Peace.
Bye.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
This will be a quick one.
$20 upstate New York FTE.
What happened?
I don't like that. I didn't like that exchange at all.
You don't like a good back and forth?
I think Tuttle did to him what he did to John Morgan a little bit. I wasn't informed of this adversarial mindset that Tuttle had. He never alerted me of that. So let's just strip this right down to that, and what we're doing, and who's in charge around here, and whose show this is, and who's and with that comes a lot of responsibility of making payroll and paying the bills and what have you. And I do pay Tuttle. And I try to pay him extra too, and he doesn't make a lot, but he makes a little bit. And when he does extra stuff, I throw him an extra 50 to 100. And Tuttle, I'm sure you've seen that on your paycheck.
And I'm appreciative of it, but
you have a history of listen.
It hurts for you to say that I'm sabotaging myself.
Well, but Tuttle, what am I supposed to think? I've had so many years with you. and now I'm one of the very few to have so much faith in you that you're a co-host. You're not just some piss boy, some stunt boy. You're an actual co-host more than you're anything. And we rely on your street skills on some instances, but you are genuinely a co-host first. And this is what you do. I've had a 20-year history with you. Mm-hmm. This is what you do. You did it. You did it when you were on the Monsters. You did it when you were with Calta. You did it when you were with Drew. You did it with me 3-4 times, where you just get inside your own head, feel as if you need to champion a certain cause or stick up for a certain buddy or get heat with a certain situation, and it ends up absolutely blowing up in your face every time. Every time.
Okay, look,
and if you feel Alex is one way and he uses us, and that's a whole nother issue from not communicating with him trying to communicate with you. Communication in itself is A, B, A, B, A, B. That's communication. I talk, now you talk. Then I talk, then you talk. Same as texting.
Mm-hmm. But you've known me for those 20 years. For the most part, I'm pretty efficient when it comes to crossing my T's and dotting my I's and replying. I think Seth would admit to that. I think Lummy would admit to that. I think everybody would say that I'm good. Just, but if I don't hear for you for a couple of weeks, and you just send me a random link to something.
Well, hold on. Within those 2 weeks, we had spoke on the phone about this situation with you and him on the air. With me,
talked to him.
With me, we talked about these scenarios, and he sent you a text that had the information of the meeting he wanted you to attend. Now, if you would have 100% in the right, you would be, and I think Seth and Lummy and Macho Man, your mic's up as well, you would be 100% in the right, to the point where I would be having this conversation with Alex being wrong. If he'd sent that, what he did to you, you in return acknowledged that you got it, just got it. What are we doing from here? And then he ghosted you and only left you with the information he gave you. I, at that point, would 100% be on your side. But to ghost him when he threw out the initial information, which was, 3 days before you guys needed to do it?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. He didn't send that text 5 hours before you needed to do it. He didn't send that text day of. He sent that text 2 or 3 days prior to you guys doing this. So he sent it well within time to plan. And had you just acknowledged that you received that, I 100% would be on your side.
Now you do know, like, I've done other things with Alex when I went down to FIU to help him out, and he paid me really, really well. I don't want anybody to think like I'm being a complete dick.
That makes this even more self-destructive.
Don't let me finish then. Like,
go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm just trying to say, when we did that thing, he sent me a detailed text. Here's the address. Here is the time that I need you there. This is what I need you to do while you're there. I need you to go around and I need you to do this. He didn't just send me a link to the turning point or whatever it is and just said, have at it.
Yeah, but Stein's saying, did he ask you to help him that day? Because he's saying that with Clearwater, he didn't need help. He was trying to throw you hey, come down and let's get you some content and do all that kind of stuff.
He didn't necessarily
would it have been content for the BRN, or would it have been content for him?
Both. That's what he's saying. Both.
Tuttle's first and foremost loyalty is me.
Well, yeah, so I'm saying Stein would have had his own content and Tuttle would have had his content.
Listen, Tuttle, here's the deal. I got to go. but you need to
I'm
fundamentally.
sorry, I know you're mad at me.
You need to fundamentally tell me right now. Seth's worked with you before. Lummy's worked with you before. I've worked with you the most. Macho Man, I don't think has ever had any interactions with you when he was at iHeart. Are you doing the standard self-sabotage so that you feel better about yourself on getting fired, or do you genuinely want to be here on Wednesdays?
Bubba, I know that you paid me, and I'm very, very grateful for that, but nobody at the BRN does more content than I do. Nobody. And it's not even close. And I don't complain about it. If I did not want to be here, why would I be doing that many shows?
There's 3 dudes here that are here every Monday through Friday at 6 to 10. There's 2 other dudes that do a couple
full-time employees. I'm talking part-time.
Yeah. Tuttle, we know. We know how much you do, and it's very well received, and it's very much appreciated.
So I want to be here. I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't want to be here.
Then don't do what you just did. Because it was chicken shiz. It really was. It wasn't a hill to die on. And I haven't looked at chat, and I haven't looked at what people are saying.
Well, they're a bunch of Republican a-holes anyway, so they're going to side with Alex Stein anyways.
I don't think so. I think they're
Actually,
going to.
There's a lot of haters on Alex Stein in the chat, but now you probably didn't help that out.
I don't care. I can be the dark hat. I can wear the dark hat.
Okay.
Shout out to Paige.
I just hope that you have a hat to wear, Tuttle.
I got a big head, so it's kind of hard to find.
That I don't take my hat away.
All right.
I don't appreciate what you did. That was really, really rookie, cheap, stupid heat.
Okay. And you know what? You're probably right.
No,
but
I am.
It won't be
I
the
am
first
right.
time.
I mean, I am. I've been doing this a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm mad at you, and I'm going to start problems with you, and I'm going to call you names, and I'm going to threaten to beat you up, and you're a piece of shiz, and you're one way, and all this because you sent me only one text about what we're supposed to do, and not several. When you, the guy that's got the most heat, didn't even respond to that one text. I'm sorry. There's no other way to score it.
All right. That's just not, in my opinion, great, planning for something. So
no, this whole thing's been horribly planned. You think I would have planned this crap-ass bit on my show? You think I would have planned that we couldn't get any information out of Alex today, and instead it was just you two being a couple little bitches?
Wait, we're getting real information from Alex Stein now?
Tuttle, I'll see you later, buddy.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
We got Alex standing by. Looks really casual today and getting thin as well. What are you on the scale right now? Don't tell me. 207.
No, right now I'm 214, so you're off by about 7 pounds. But I am. The thing is, I hit 209 just a couple days ago, so you are close. But this morning I was 214, just because I've eaten the last couple days.
When you fought, as you are 1-0 professionally. And when you with a great corner man, how much?
Best corner man.
How much were you? Were you 225 back then?
I was 220 for that fight. I was like 222, so yeah. I'm thinner than I am.
Are you getting thin for a particular event? Are you just trying to really just get more rugged and more groupies?
Well, no groupies because prepaid wireless is it. But I am in a contract year at the Blaze, so I figured in my contract year, that's the year you got to play the best. So my views are up. What else do I have to take care of in a contract year? I got to get my body up. I got to get my mind up.
You're not an athlete. I mean, the Blaze has no bearing on your. I mean, you could be 310 and be funny.
But I thought you wanted to look up for Charlie Kirk's thing too.
Well, that I have a lot of stuff. I want to look good for prepaid wireless, but I just think in my last year, if I'm going to be negotiating, I got to go in there and negotiate with the
I think it's all about prepaid wireless because there's such an age gap that if she's going to date an older dude, man, she's going to have her older dude dialed in because she could get any like 24, 25-year-old hot gym rat to want to rail her because she's so hot. So you need to
She is. But you know what's funny? And I'm not kidding, and she's going to get mad at me for saying this. I believe that prepaid wants to be fat. I do believe that, and that's going to be a controversial statement. But I feel like
she wants you fat, so there's not so many crickets, sniffing around the buckle brush.
And I'm always working out, and I'm always being annoying about what we're going to eat. So I think that she prefers the fat Alex. If I'm just speaking,
I think she appreciates the in shape Alex. I think that she just doesn't really appreciate sometimes the dick
extracurriculars.
Alex. No,
nobody appreciates that.
Right. I mean, you're a handful nonetheless.
I am. And speaking of that, I saw the clip. It was going viral yesterday. It was getting some traction. You're trying to go to 3 days a week, and this is going to be the Seth Kushner show potentially. I mean, I thought that was pretty big. Big clip.
That's inevitably where I want to go. I don't know when that happens. It might happen in 3 years, it could happen in 2 years, it could happen in 5 years, it could never happen. But I'd like to, I think I got to first either commit and try to get more terrestrial radio stations if I'm going to continue to do mornings and stream, or I cut terrestrial off altogether, say that ship has sailed, change my day part. And then, which would be easier on me. Listen, the toughest thing I've been doing mornings now since '96. So, which is, I don't know how many years, 30, 40.
Well, and Bubba, and when you're on top, you're doing mornings and afternoons. I'm saying when you're even the most popular, you're doing 2 shows a day.
Right,
so you really had no break.
So if my wanting to do more, me scaling back wouldn't probably be as prevalent if I was on a better day part where I didn't have to go to wake up at 3:40. Whereas if I was doing 10 to 1 or 3 to 5, first of all, cut it down to 3 hours, and then maybe do a 1 to 4 or a 10 to 1 or something. Then I think I would want to stick. I think me needing days off wouldn't be as prevalent as if we stick with mornings. Then I'm going to probably rely on Seth to do a couple shows a week if we stay in mornings, probably within the next couple of years.
Well, we do need to decide because, obviously, the trend that where the terrestrial radio is going down. But at the same time, we need terrestrial radio. We still, we still need people on those airwaves making content, selling ads. So it's kind of like, is it going to die? Do you think it's really ever going to?
No, I don't think it's ever. I don't think it's ever really going to die. But I think it's dying slowly. But it's never going to be completely dead. And
the epic years of contracts, like getting the $50 million deal,
that's never going to happen again ever. Cable isn't dead. I mean, cable isn't completely gone, but it's slowly dying. And the $25 million a year Matt Lauer contracts are now gone, and they're paying these people $4 and $5 million that they used to pay $30 million to, because most people have cut the cord in some way, shape, or form. And I think that's kind of what regular radio is going through. Now, I don't want my existing affiliates to think that I'm trying to quit or abandon them or not appreciative of their support, because I do have a couple that are looking at me right now to potentially, us pick up a couple affiliates, and that would get my enthusiasm probably back up a little bit. But I'm kind of by the end of the year at a crossroads where I got to do something. I got to make a change.
Well, and I haven't talked to Anthony Comey about this personally, but I have noticed that I would say, if I'm just judging it impartial, because I'm a big Comey fan,
as I am too.
He's now, after his first thing, he's syndicated. I think he's on over 20 different airwaves. The impression that I get, though, even though he's on all those airwaves, that he still has a much bigger digital footprint.
I think so too. Yeah, I mean, he's got. He's just got a one-off. He's got a Sunday one-off, which that's tough to build a big.
Well, they let him fill in for Bill O'Reilly. Yeah. Did you see he filled in for Bill O'Reilly all week, Bubba? In Bill's spot, 9 to 10 all week.
True, that's huge.
They were trying to see if it would work during the weeknights.
And how did he do?
He did well. He did well.
I guess they'll probably have to I think they're usually a week behind on the ratings, so they may start getting some data.
It was 2 weeks ago when he filled in for Bill O'Reilly.
Or it was 2 weeks ago, yes.
Yeah, Bill O'Reilly picked
him.
Cumia, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, I'm all listen. There's a point where Anthony could build up a stable of terrestrial and have the best of both worlds. But I know that he'll never abandon digital. That's you don't.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is that when he got to 20, I think he was even more happy that his digital presence. I'm just saying he wasn't as. I thought he would be really celebratory. Oh, I'm finally syndicated again. He did not think that it was as big a deal. Maybe he was just downplaying it, but listening to him talk about it, I didn't think he was like, "Oh, well, I'm back on 20 stations. I'm big dick."
Now, if I was back on 20 stations in Morning Drive, that would be a game changer. That would be a huge game changer because we would use that to support digital. We would constantly be promoting digital on our terrestrial presence. So both would benefit, and we could grow from that. So. Tuttle, are you going to say hi, or are you just going to...
Oh, yeah, no, Tuttle. I was going to jump in, though, but do you think syndication is dead? Like, if you got 20 stations, I don't think you would still be able to do your digital platform, because why would they want you on their station?
Well, because I'm not going to charge them much to have me on their station in lieu of me supporting my digital. So,
okay.
I'm just saying, the day and age of the contracts, the big contracts that Russ could get or I could get... Those days are over. They're doing barter and letting you promote your ancillary. I mean, Russ probably had to take a pay cut in order to get his digital rights on his YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? There's okay, we got good news, Russ. We're going to assign you to it. I don't know how this went, but I'm assuming with Rush Rollins and other radio personalities, they're like, listen, you're making $1.50 now. Well, we're going to pay you that same $1.50, maybe $1.25, but we're going to give you your digital rights, and you can do your show live on your YouTube channel as you're doing it live on WTKS. And whatever money you can make from that is yours. We won't dabble in that at all. You own that. I think that those are the deals that are being made now.
Yeah. And I wasn't trying to be rude. I was just being respectful and keeping quiet.
Okay. Yeah, I know. But
now you want to be respectful, though. And one thing I do want to say,
Alex.
No, I'm going to be calm.
I hear combativeness coming on already.
I immediately now. I feel like you're trying to double down on it. He baby face and is being a gentleman. I expect the same from you.
No, I just want to say that I think this is a thing I didn't say last week that needs to be known, is that I am primetime Alex Stein, and you are Tuttle. I am the alpha. You are the beta, and that I should have been more communicative to you. Okay. So I think I was saying I do take some responsibility.
No, and
Bubba, I'm just thinking from now on, because I'm damned if I do or damned if I don't. It's probably just best for me to bow out at 9:30 on Wednesdays.
I think that Alex could have put that differently.
It was a dick thing.
No, hold on.
How is that a dick thing?
I'm going to tell you why.
I'm apologizing and saying
hold on. Let me just tell you. When you call a man a beta and you automatically denote yourself as an alpha, that makes a guy feel like crap. Hold on. Whoa. Let me have this.
Because now I'm pissed.
Because Tuttle, you can have it, but let me be quiet. Everybody be quiet. Alex, had you said in that particular exchange, it was kind of my world, it was kind of like my deal, I probably should have communicated better, because you would have, in that particular situation, I was the lead in that scenario, and I should have communicated better. Tuttle, I'm sorry. That's not making anybody an alpha, making anybody a beta, and I think Tuttle would have been able to digest that better by saying, you know what, I appreciate it. You should have communicated better. I was kind of lost for what I was supposed to be doing. And you didn't call him a beta, and you didn't try to denote yourself as an alpha. I think if you would have said it that way, it would have been more respectful. Tuttle, am I correct?
Yeah. Can I speak before Alex yells after me or yells at me and tries to talk over me and stuff?
Yes.
Alex, you need to tread lightly, because you don't know who I really am. You know me as the character. You think I'm a nerd. You think I'm a beta. You couldn't be further from the truth, my friend. because I will absolutely whip the ever-living crap out of you and show you what type of beta I am.
All right, now.
But Tuttle, okay, let's do this. If this is serious, Tuttle, if you're being serious.
You now. I hate you. I hate you. You're a one-trick pony. I hope you don't get your deal. I hope you get fat. I hope Paige leaves your ass. And I hope you just get down on the same level, because I'm done with you, Alex. I think you're a piece of crap.
Tuttle, what did I do to you, Tuttle? I'd like to know what I did, because
I tried to be nice, and you backhanded apologized to me. I was being respectful to Bubba and keeping my mouth shut, and you just had to be a sea-sucking a-hole.
I'm just confused why you hate me. I still don't know what I've done to you, Tuttle. I'm still confused.
Well, now hold on, Alex. I think I laid it out. I think your choice of words.
No, but I'm saying, okay,
I was
once
letting
again,
it go. I apologize to you. God damn it.
He did.
I apologize to you, and you're the one that's getting all mad.
No,
I'm
you're
just
calling
confused.
me beta, dude.
Yeah, now, Alex. When you call a dude, when you call a dude a beta, how would you feel if that happened?
Well, an alpha wouldn't be like, hey, I need a guy to text me 3 times. I would just think that you are being the beta if you need me to hold your hand. So what I really think is I think you might be scared to speak at one of these meetings. So I don't think you have the cojones to actually go speak at one of these meetings.
Alex, I have spoken in front of 100,000 people at the Super Bowl in motorsports. So yes, I'm not scared to speak in front of a damn audience.
Well, then go do it. Are you going to go do it? Are you going to do the Whites for Warren?
Yeah, it got canceled last week. Are you going to stop being
they have other meetings. They have other meetings. Are you going to go to another meeting?
Alex,
I think you're scared, Tuttle. I think that's what it is. And I think I just cracked the code. Is that I sent you the message.
Bubba, you're going to let this keep going?
No, I'm not.
I just think you're scared, Tuttle. But Tuttle, if you want to box, I'm saying, why don't we set it up?
No,
I got a ring.
I
got a gym. We can go to a
with my fist. I don't want to box you.
I'll go bare hands. I'll go bare hands.
Site. It's on site the next time I see you.
Tuttle, let's go. You think that I'm scared of that? Tuttle, I would like to do it in a ring because I don't want you to sue me or try to do anything. But if you would like to box, I'll do it. No gloves.
I'm not a pussy.
I
don't sue people. I don't do things.
Well, I just have to protect myself legally. I have to protect myself legally.
I'll have you guys both sign the necessary forms if we
I would love Tuttle. Tuttle, I would love to go toe to toe with you and have a boxing.
And we're not doing boxing. We're doing MMA.
Okay, MMA, even better. If you would like to set this up, and I will be there, I'll be speaking. I think could we set this up for a Sunday? Because I will be in town on in 2 weeks.
I thought you were a Christian. I thought you had to go to church, pray to a fake God, and use
church
that.
Is 1 hour. Church is 1 hour. So after church, I can come over there.
Such man,
Tuttle.
Tuttle, do you want to do it? Tuttle, do you want to do it? Because I'll accept your challenge.
Yes,
if you want to
I'm
do
not
it
doing
Sunday.
anything sanctioned with you. I'm not going to do anything that's going to benefit you at all. I'm just saying the next time I see you, it's on site.
Okay, Tuttle. Well, let's do it. Well, I just want you to sign the paperwork, Tuttle, because when I inevitably kick your ass, I just don't want you to come back and sue me or do anything.
Are we really doing 90s radio again, Bubba? Like, for real? Are you going to condone this after I had a conversation with you, Bubba?
Tuttle,
and out of respect to you?
I'm not the one that went automatically, I'm going to kick your ass. I tried to intervene and tell him what he did wrong, and I stuck up for you by how he spoke to you, by saying, I don't think that's the way you should have came at you. He should have came at you by saying, hey, listen, you know what? Obviously, I was the lead in this particular meeting situation.
But let me say this, Bubba. Let me call a timeout. Let me call a timeout.
Anything to talk about.
Tuttle, you were abused as a child, and I know that has had some serious effects on you later on in life. And so, you know what?
Okay,
you're right.
Bubba,
I don't want to fight you.
I'm getting out if he's going to use that, okay? Have a good one, Bubba.
I'm just saying, I'm sorry that happened to you, and I'm not the person that abused you, and I don't think that was cool that happened to you. I think that was terrible that happened to you, and it's not funny. It's not cool. That person that did that to you, they deserve to die.
Man,
and I know that's gonna.
We got a mess. We got a mess here.
Did he leave?
Yeah, he just left. We got a mess.
I didn't see.
It's just a mess.
It's a bad deal, but I think we should box. I don't know why or MMA.
You guys put me I'm in a no-win situation now. Like, I mean, can I get some?
Well, I'm trying to be nice. I honestly want to be nice, but he's going to say he wants to on spot. He wants to kick my ass. Let's just do it.
Can I get Lummy and Seth to help me navigate through this and what I need to be doing? I want to do the right thing. So can you guys please? I'm asking for some help, please. Seth, starting with you. Can you give me some direction here?
What's the right thing, Bubba?
I want to know what your prediction is, how I handle this. Like, what do I do? Like, what would you do?
Hey, but real quick, Tuttle he's so tough. He ran away on the radio. Remember that though, Tuttle. When you're listening to this, you're so tough that you got up off the radio. You're worried about what I'm going to say into this microphone.
All right,
okay?
so let Seth speak. I'd like to know I'd like to have his inside, and I'd like to have Lummy's inside.
Personally, I don't like it. Professionally,
I don't like it either.
Professionally, I think people might enjoy listening to the back and forth. I think if you want to try to get things on the right track or have a conversation, I don't know if you want to do that off the air. I would probably try to reach out to Tuttle at some point, Bubba.
Yeah.
Whether when the show's over or in the last few minutes of the show.
Yeah. But he's going to have a mandate where he's not on with Alex on Wednesdays.
Probably.
And which I understand.
Well, I think Tuttle's mad because of that appearance we had like a couple months ago. It came up that he was sexually abused, and we didn't take it as serious enough. I think that's really what it comes down to.
I don't remember having that conversation. I don't remember him.
We did on the air. It kind of came up that he had got molested.
What, Lummy?
The ice cream man, I think, incident.
Oh, the ice cream man. Okay. All right. Well, listen, Alex.
So I think there's some serious lingering trauma from that, and that's it is what it is. But I wish we could set it up. I will be there on the 22nd.
But Alex, I mean, if you were if you were apologetic, if you did mean what you were saying earlier, but you did use the wrong words.
You did. I mean, I think
I would apologize to Tuttle outside of this if you are.
I did apologize to Tuttle, and then I said because I called him a beta, he says he wants to kick my ass.
But I mean, Alex, that's not the way to apologize to a man. It's not.
Okay, first of all, I texted Tuttle. Okay, I don't want to have this argument over and over. I mean, even though I don't mind talking about it, I texted Tuttle. I was expecting a response from Tuttle. I didn't get a response.
I'm talking about today.
I know, and so I'm talking today. So I wasn't even wrong. I'm not even responsible for apologizing, but I wanted to be the bigger man. I wanted to apologize, and I tried to say, listen.
Then be a bigger man and privately reach out to him today, and don't use words like beta and alpha instead of using.
Bubba, I go, and Tuttle's been there. I go on college campuses. They call me much worse than that. They make fun of my dead mom, and I don't go, hey, I'm going to kick your butt. I just take it and I smile and I laugh.
We're not these average college kids who are trying to get you in a gotcha.
No, but I'm saying Tuttle. I know, but if I say that comment to Tuttle, why?
We are all friends. This is a friendly environment, talking amongst friends. That we're not some stupid college kids that's trying to make fun of your, God rest in peace, your mother. We're not trying to do that.
I know, but what I'm saying is I called him a beta. I wasn't even saying it as that negative a thing. I was just trying to describe the situation.
It came across very negative. It came across very
you guys were saying that
what's it called? Emasculating? What's that word?
Emasculating, yeah.
It came across very emasculating. It made him. I mean, it really. Listen.
Is this not? Wait, okay, time out. Is this not the same Tuttle that you made jack off next to another guy, and then they had to eat whatever they jacked off onto?
Tuttle. I mean, Alex, that was a different time. That was during the.
So you got a guy. I know. So you got this guy that's out there jacking it with other dudes. I'm supposed to call him an alpha.
No, but their apology didn't need the words. I mean, just be like,
Alex, and why are you calling you a
pussy? Be like, you're a pussy.
Why are you doubling down and putting me in a bad spot? Why are you you're my friend? You're like genuinely.
I am your friend. I am your friend, and I was Tuttle's friend.
I got to manage you as a friend and him as an employee, and it's an absolute mess right now because you keep doubling down on stuff that doesn't matter right now. All that matters is the conversation that you attempted to have with him in an apologetic type way. Which was emasculating. I mean,
then he said he wanted to come and assault me, and he says on site he wants to attack me, and I don't get mad.
That was triggered by you calling him a beta. Had you said the way I told, when I walked through it by saying, "Hey, listen, you know what? I was the lead on this meeting. I should have communicated better. Tuttle, I'm sorry for the lack of communication." Boom. We're good. I think we're all good. I don't think we're where we're at right now. It's a mess right now.
Well, I think Tuttle is trying to do this. I think this is a work. I don't know how the guy could go from being a fan of mine to not liking me.
I wish it was a work. I wish it was. I wish I could tell you that it was a work.
It's real.
I wish I could tell you that we talked about this.
Can you explain what I did though to him by not texting him enough? Is that's why he hates my guts?
I think he was fine with where you guys were. I don't know if you guys talked after the show last week, but
we did.
Yeah.
We texted and we were nice, and I apologized, and I thought things were cool. But there's something going on with Tuttle that I don't know. I would like Tuttle to be like, Alex, you did XYZ. That's why I don't like you now. Because
you called him a beta. You called him a beta. I mean, you put yourself above him. You're the alpha. He's the beta. Which guy?
He put me above him when he said that he needed me to hold his hand.
Who wants that? I mean, why you keep doubling down? Why can't you just swallow some pride and said, you know what, I messed up. I'm sorry.
Okay. Once again, I didn't know calling him a beta would be that big of a deal, and I didn't think that would make him. Calling
any dude that is your friend in that circumstance a beta is wrong. You know that.
Well, the impression that I got is that he wanted me to carry him through the thing, that he needed me to, kind of babysit him. And that would be, and I'm just telling you, I'm just calling it balls and strikes.
I'm going to call balls and strikes and have to say goodbye. I got this to deal with the rest of the day. And
tell Tuttle I'll be there on Sunday. We should go toe to toe. If Tuttle wants to do MMA, I tell him I'm 100% down. We just need to sign a piece of paper that's saying that we won't.
It's not going to happen.
Why not?
Because I'm not going to allow it to happen. Because
let me
you know why?
What?
Because one of you are going to lose, and then I've lost, and then I've lost a friend.
I'll still be your friend if I lose. I'm not going to lose, but I would still be your friend.
You know what? I wouldn't take him lightly.
Okay, but this is the difference.
I'm just telling you. See, the difference between me and you is I've known Tuttle for 20 years, and he's done me dirty many a times, and he's burned many a bridges. But we're really doing good right now, and he's doing good, and I'm proud of how well he's doing. He's getting back with Kristen. He's doing good content.
He's not back with her though, right? He's not back.
Yeah, I think they are, and he's doing really well. And to be reminded of some of his low points in life, and to call him a beta, and make yourself to be all that, is not cool.
He made me to be all that when he said that I needed to text him and all this. I mean, once again,
Alex, I told him he needed to return your text, and he was wrong for ghosting you. He knows that. We've talked about that. You don't have to call him a name. You don't got to call him a name while we're going through that particular issue.
Well, when you have a tough conversation, if you get off a microphone on a live podcast or run away from a debate, that's beta. I mean, I don't know how else to describe it. I would say that was a beta move to get up off the air and run away like that. So
I got to let you go. I got to politely say goodbye. I don't want to hang up on you like that.
I'll be there next weekend. All right, see you guys.
See you later.
Peace.
I got somebody in chat saying Bubba's the beta at this point. How can I be?
Oh, but don't even worry about that right now.
Blamed for anything when Tuttle, I set up an apology. I set a softball up for Tuttle. He quite frankly knocks it out of the park. We didn't even discuss that I was going to set him up for an apology. But
$20.
Thank you so much. But he knocked it out of the park. Tuttle did exactly as Tuttle and I didn't even have a conversation about, hey Tuttle, I'm going to throw you a softball, a setup, an alley-oop to apologize to Alex. Could you do that for me? I didn't even have. Probably out of respect, I should have. But Tuttle knew what I was laying down, and Tuttle's been with me long enough. He knew what I wanted, and so he brought in he. In a polite, above board, good, acceptable way, apologize to Alex. And then Alex comes out with words like alpha and beta. I wouldn't put up with that. And then brings up this possible molestation that Tuttle suffered through from the ice cream man when he was 8. I'm not happy with Alex at all, and I don't know where this is headed. I'm going to have to console with people that I trust, mostly Lummy, Macho, and Seth, but I didn't want this to be this way. I hate when my employees are mad at me or mad at each other.
Imagine how we feel when you're mad at us.
Yeah, and so, but that doesn't happen. I mean, I think you guys would agree that happens less and less, and we totally got a good thing going.
Yeah.
We got good people here. When we had people here that were pulling against others and trying to put thoughts in my head and stuff like that, we don't have that here. Everybody,
you told me to never go against Blitzer. I'm not going to like the answer to that equation.
Right. Which was wrong of me, and if I haven't apologized, I will now.
No, it's okay.
No, but I am sorry for that.
No, it was a understanding and learning moment for me.
But I from 7-Eleven to Colton to the pigmentation guys, I want everybody to get along. That's what's a more healthier environment to produce good content when we're all trying to have each other's back and bust ass and have the high spot going into the words and participate and even I know at times that Dan and Jay get a little MAGA for Seth, but he sits over there and tries his best to participate in the scenario. I see it and I know it. And I know that we don't always agree or see eye to eye, but genuinely, we have respect for each other, and there's no name calling, and there's no past bad scenarios that one of us has suffered through that gets thrown up. Well, other than the sex tape and, obvious, my obvious mess ups gets thrown back in my face, as it should, but nothing's more uncomfortable than what just went down, and I'm gonna say this, and I don't know how it pans out, but my loyalty is to Tuttle. That's where my loyalty is, and if Alex can work around that or make the necessary changes to understand what he did was not cool, then Alex may not be on my show anymore, because my loyalty is to Tuttle. And if that's the wrong answer and not what you want to hear, I'm sorry. But Alex completely doubled down on the dickness. Tuttle was a baby. Tuttle swallowed his pride and said he was sorry. Tuttle was first up. Tuttle could have been a dick. Now, if Tuttle would have been a dick and opened up the dickness and Alex came back, well, then Tuttle deserved it. Tuttle opened that up, but he didn't. He towed the corporate line for all of us to get along, and it puts us in such an uncomfortable situation, a no-win situation. And for Alex to bring up old stunts that, listen, nobody, whether it's chat, whether it's a guest, whether it's a co-host, bringing back things that we used to do is just unacceptable. One, because we can't do them anymore. Two, because a lot of them are really I'm not proud of. And three, I'm trying to look ahead, not look behind me. And the show has evolved, and it's not that same show, and it's not even the same era. You couldn't even do that if you wanted to do that. It was a different time and age that we had back then, and it's a different one now. And it just puts me in such a effed up scenario because everybody's got an opinion about it. I have to, and I'm going to listen to everybody's input. As soon as I turn off these mics, it's going to be what we talk about moving forward. And I just want to publicly, whether Alex hears this or not, I hope you hear it, Alex, because you have some splaining to do as to why I need to continue to have you on my show. Now, you have done me some unbelievable favors. You've helped me a lot. But I think it's a two-way street here, in that I try to do what I can for you by giving you a place to stay when you come to town, by giving you a car if you need one, although it's a 04 Crown Vic, by just doing what I can to be thankful for what you have done for me. But you can't be attacking my employees like that. You just can't. So that's where I stand. I don't know where everybody else stands.
I mean, I'm ready to talk about it off the air. I mean, I know people are probably enjoying this, but I think if we want to have a real conversation about trying to move forward, I think that we have to get together, and I think it starts with talking to Tuttle, because I don't know where
I've already texted him.
Okay, I don't know where he's at.
I've already texted him, and here's what, you know what? In full disclosure, here's what I said. I said, I'm sorry for what happened. My loyalty is to you. He said, I know, but for him to go down that road, I can't be in the same room with him. I will absolutely beat the crap out of him one day. And I said, I understand. And so my loyalty is with Tuttle. Where that puts us, I'm sure Tuttle won't quit the show, because I'm trying to tell Tuttle, I understand. First of all, Tuttle, you were wronged. You were blindsided. And what Alex did was unacceptable to a guy that contributes to my show like you do. I appreciate your talents. I appreciate you. And my loyalty is to you. How that pans out has been yet to be determined.